What is up, brothers? International passport here again. For another classic for you brothers to ride with, another classic for you brothers to chill with. I want to say a huge shout out to my old subscribers. Thank you for the support over the years, and shout out to my new subscribers again for joining the International Passport movement. Welcome to a powerful movement where I encourage you to invest in wealth, riches, and of course travel to meet your foreign dime woman. In this live stream, I have a very special guest here with me called Measures Up. Measures Up has taken the time out to give us intel regarding Romanian women. Very good intel, especially the women in Romania. But before he does that, Measures Up, can you please tell us who you are, introduce yourself, what you do, where you live in America, and why you started traveling in the first place, brother? Go on, bro.
Cool. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother.
All right. So, what's going on, brothers out there? My name's Eric Gorno. Born and raised out here in California, Northern California. I'm 35. I'm 36 years old. I was a personal trainer. I was in the health and fitness industry for like about 12 years, making good money, had a lot of good experiences, learned a lot, was able to travel a lot within the states of America. And then when COVID hit and everything like that, it took, swooped me and my business all up underneath my feet. I lost my business and everything, and I actually ended up getting into tech. So now I'm like beginner desktop support and working on eventually getting into tech sales and seeing where that will take me. So that's kind of what's going on with me, personally. And one of the reasons what made me want to travel was I was kind of like a lot of like you brothers, just tired of the Matrix, tired of all Shanika, from the block, or just overall just tired of Western women. And my brother actually put me on to you, IP, and yeah, and you just the knowledge you were breaking down, the level of intel that you provide, and some of the guests. Shout out to Tony Berry, Sean Camp, Theo. Just the intel that you provided, it was just like on a whole different level. So it inspired me to get out of the Matrix and start traveling. I have no kids, I'm single. I have my whole life ahead of me. So that's kind of what prompted me to start wanting to travel.
Oh, a great intro, bro. Welcome to the movement, brother. I didn't know it was your brother that introduced you to my channel. I thought you introduced your brother to my channel. I didn't know it was your brother.
It was the other side around, yeah. And ever since I listened to you, you resonated with me, and I just took action. Like, you are a big reason on, like I said, like we had a little small discussion, earlier about, what motivated me to go to Romania. There was a lot of things, but just you were a big factor, and again, like some of the other guests too as well, so shout out to all you guys.
Oh, shout out to Measures Up. Everyone in the live stream chat, can you hear Measures Up clearly? And how's my audio as well? Before I go any further, I want to make sure that my audio is good and the guest's audio is very good. So put a one in the chat if our audio is clear and loud enough. So if there's any issues with our audio, please let us know and we will try and fix it. Please, brothers, let us know ASAP. How is the guest's audio? Can you hear him loud and clear? While we do that, shout what the flip? Shout what the shout out to Sean Camp for the $999 super chat. What's up, Sean Camp? That's another regular supporter. He says, I think another classic is on the way. What's up, my brother? Measures Up, much respect. Thank you, bro, for the super chat. It's much appreciated.
Oh, Sean, let's get it.
That's a bro right there, brother.
That's
also right. Shout out to Limon Pedro for super chatting £2 before the stream started. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you again, Sean Camp. Much appreciated, bro. So let's get straight into it, brothers. Measures Up. So tell us why you went to Romania in the first place, brother.
So it was kind of random. you know, like I said, I started listening to a lot of your podcast or a lot of your streams, and I was motivated to go take an international trip somewhere. And I was like, yo, I got to go somewhere in the next couple of months. And this was sometime around, I think, like in June. I was like, in the next 2 to 3 months, I got to go somewhere. I don't know where, but I got to go somewhere. And so I just started doing some research, and like I just went online. I don't remember what I put in, but I think I might have put in something like, you know, festival, like events in Europe or something like that. And right when I typed it in, there was just like they, you know, provided me a list of, you know, things that were going on. And I've always personally wanted to go to Eastern Europe. You know, I was always more of a fan of Eastern Europe versus you know, Western Europe, you know, Southern Europe. And just to give a little background, this was my first international trip. So just to give a shout out to all y'all, you know, I'm not coming on here like I'm some seasoned vet, but I definitely hit the boot. I definitely had boots on the ground. I was definitely getting active, and so I got a lot of intel when it comes to Romania and places I was in. But yeah, so I was always a fan of Eastern Europe, and so again, I did the search. You know, I think the search was like, you know, events in Eastern Europe. Gave me a list, and there was this big event, this EDM event. I'm not sure if some of y'all aren't familiar with that. That's like house, techno music, you know. So it was this big old festival in Romania. It was called Saga. And it just kind of caught my eye because like when I clicked on it, you know, the website, the landing page and everything was all bright and colorful. I was like, all right. So I started reading it, and it was like one of the biggest EDM, you know, events, blah, blah, blah. And I've been to ones out here in the States, and some of y'all might have, like the one in Las Vegas, you know, Tomorrowland, which is, you know, pretty heavy out here. So I was familiar with, you know, the scene and the environment. So when I saw that, I clicked on it and I started reading up on it, and I was like, Saga, Romania, Eastern Europe. I'm like, all right, you know, like, you know, I mean, what? No one's really talking about this. And I'm the type of person, I always like being different. Shout out to the mustache, you know. I always like to kind of separate myself from, you know, the stereotypical or the typical destinations that people may go to. So when I read the information, Romania, Saga event, one of the hugest EDM events, blah, 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 I was like, all right, I'm just going to go. I'm going. So right then and there, I booked a round trip ticket. I booked my accommodation. I set literally my whole package up that day when I ended up doing that search and I came upon that. So I hope that kind of makes sense. It was very random, but it all worked out in the end.
Thanks for that intro, bro. Brothers, get the likes up. We've got over 30 people watching, but only 21 likes. Can we please get the likes up? If you've not liked this video already, like the video, brothers. Likes are free. They're not chargeable. Support the channel by liking this live stream video. That'll be much appreciated. Thank you very much, brothers. Okay, let me read some super chats. I have a lot of questions for you, Eric, because wow, we got some Romanian women here in the UK, and they are gorgeous. Shout out to Thomas Demahin. Big up IP and Measures Up. Romanian women are flames. That's very true. I've seen a lot of them in the UK. They are gorgeous.
Yes.
Shout out to the brother with the Japanese or Chinese characters for the $99 super chat. He says, AJ, that's his name. What's up, AJ? Thanks for the intel, brothers. Much appreciated, brother, for the super chat. Thank you, bro. Shout out to the legendary J Bones for the $2 super chat. He says, want to point out that Measures Up is Team Latina. Okay. So looks like Measures Up. I'll get you on that stream as well. Asians versus Latinas. So you'll be Jay Bones and one of the guys, and it'll be me, Theo, and Tony. Me, Theo, Thomas, and Tony Berry against you two. That'll be funny.
Let's get it.
Shout out to Comrade Grant for the $2 super chat. He says happy Friday IP and Measures Up for the stream intel. Thank you, Comrade Grant, for the super chat. Much appreciated, brother. Thomas Demahin, brother, please don't mention other YouTube channels on my live stream talk, please, brother. Thomas Demahin, can you please delete that comment there, brother? I don't want to time you out, brother. Just delete your comment that you're acting Aaron B about, bro, of that YouTuber. That'd be much appreciated, Thomas. Thank you, Thomas. All right, Measures Up. Next question for you, bro, is in general, in your trip there, would you say Romanian women are checking for brothers?
Brother, it's you know, like I want to I want to start laughing and smiling, but it's just not a joke, man. They honest tough. They honest tough.
Damn. They are.
I
Damn.
mean, yeah, yeah. I was shocked. I was shocked. Like I didn't really know what to expect. Like I said, this was a random trip. You know, I was looking forward to it. I was doing a lot of research. I was getting a lot of intel from you about, Eastern European women, that stream you did. So I was trying to get as much intel as I did, but I couldn't be prepared for the level of attention. I felt like Idris Elba. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like literally, like it's yes.
Yo, shout out to Frank Harris, the legend, for the £14.61 Cash App. Thank you, brother. Cash Apps are greatly appreciated. Like I said, super chats YouTube takes away 30% of my super chats. Thank you, Thomas, for sending. Thank you, Frank Harris, for sending over that Cash App, bro. It's much appreciated, brother. Wow, this is crazy intel already. Measures up. So what city were you in? Were you in the capital, or was that Bucharest, right?
Yeah, so I was in Bucharest. I spent most of my time out there in Bucharest, but I also spent a good portion of that time while I was out there. I might butcher the name, y'all. Don't get at me for this, but Bostrov, Brasov, Bostrov. I think that's how they pronounce it. But I was out there for a good portion of my time, and both places, brother, like it was a little overwhelming. It was a little overwhelming. I ain't gonna lie, in some situations, because I just, like I wasn't expecting the level. I mean, I hear about all the stories about his brothers, traveling internationally, but I still wasn't prepared.
Damn. So
I'm always
overall,
prepared,
brother,
but you know what I mean.
So you're saying that they're definitely checking for brothers there in Bucharest, the capital. Like brothers will land there, women there will make sure they check for you. Was it in terms of them giving you eye contact, brother, approaching you, making it known that they want you to approach them? How do they actually emit an energy of them being attracted to you and wanting you to attract them or approach them, brother? Speak on that, brother.
So that's a good question. That's a really good question. And like, I don't want to just like throw out there that like the moment you get off, like, you're gonna be like Playboy, Hugh Hefner and just walk off with arms full of women. Like, I'm not trying to say it's like a utopia like that, but woo, it's on the right track. But in terms of like the dynamic, like if women are like staring at you, giving you like mad eye contact and letting you know, that sort of thing. You know what? Initially, I didn't really feel that. I think when I first got in, I felt like, and I started like my first day, I started experiencing Bucharest and all that. I felt like it was more more standoffish. You know what I feel like? And not in a bad way, not in a negative way. It was just, that's just what I perceived when I first initially got out there. But I think when, day two, when I kind of got a little bit more comfortable with my area and I started like, like asking for directions when, going to the mall, going to the clubs and everything like that. Then I started noticing that, yes, they definitely will give you eye contact. But the thing is, I noticed they'll give you that eye contact, but they'll have like a straight face. So it's almost as if you will have to, you might not be able to fully read it, is pretty much what I'm saying. You'll just have to kind of like, if you make eye contact with someone that you like, cold approach and kind of see where she's at from there. But I felt like it wasn't like they're just, with these big old smiles walking around, giving you the eye contact, but they're definitely checking at you and they're definitely comfortable around you. I've noticed.
Oh, okay, brother. Shout out to Campachi Alfonso. Maximo, more than $199 super chat. He says, Team Latina all day, IP. Haha. That's what's up, bro. Is that your real name? Kempachi Alfonso Maximo. That's a crazy name, bro. But shout out to Kempachi. That's a brother right there. Going on to my next question, measures up. What kind of Romanian women were you attracting? Was it the brunette type? Was it the blonde hair type? Was it the blue eyes or green eye type? Or, speak on that, brother.
Straight Kim Kardashians. That's
Damn.
all that was. Though they're checking heavy for us, guys, brothers. They're checking heavy for us. Them Armenians, and I guess other Romanians that are brunettes as well and stuff like that. And the gypsies, like they're all yes, especially them. Like they're checking heavy for us. Like, I mean. I had a wonderful experience with two of them, throughout my stay out there. Wonderful experience. And I felt like I was, fucking with the Kardashians. Like, it was crazy.
Damn.
And yes, they were Armenian. So, like, I'm telling you, it was, I didn't expect, the amount of love and, but hey, that's why I'm here, giving you all that intel.
This is crazy, bro. Okay, let me go on to the questions. Did you see any ounces of feminism over there in Bucharest, Romania? Is it a feminist city where a whole bunch of liberal women running around saying stupid things? Speak on that, bro.
No. So that was the one thing I really respect about that part of Eastern Europe. I can't speak for the other countries, but specifically in Romania and the areas I was in. Yes, like, feminism is in check. You see some of them women that kind of venture off into that world or whatever, but you could tell they are a small, like, subgroup. And yeah, just because the men out there, they're not playing that. They're not allowing that shit in. And I think the women kind of there's like a universal, like, message to all the women out there that, like, yeah, that's not the route you're going to want to go. And what I noticed was there was less women with tattoos. I mean, you did see some women with tattoos and stuff like that, but then if they did, they weren't visible. Like, I noticed a lot of women that literally didn't have, like, I feel like in America, like every woman is inked up from neck to, to her neck to all the way to the bottom of her feet. But out there, I didn't notice a lot of women, with tattoos, and a lot of them were dresses and, you definitely saw the feminine. I can't get that word out right now, but y'all know.
Femininity.
Thank you.
Thanks for that, bro. Brother, please no swearing, brother.
My bad.
No worries, bro. This is crazy intel so far, bro. Fantastic. Shout out to Thomas Demihin for the £1.79 super chat. He says, great intel IP. Team Asian wins. It's a no contest. We shall see in 2 weeks, brother. We shall see. Shout out to Thomas Demihin. Shout out to Dante Gurno for the $5 super chat. What's up, Dante? I heard that you were the one that introduced Eric to my channel. Appreciate that, bro. I much appreciate it, Dante. Reach out to me on IG, Dante. I want to speak to you one-on-one because, again, bro, I appreciate what you've done, spreading the word to different brothers who need this intel. Shout out to Dante Gurno. Brother, would you say that Romanian women are feminine, or are they masculine in some sort, or are they ultra feminine? And on a scale of 1 to 10, how feminine are they? Is it 8 out of 10, 5 out of 10? Speak on that, bro.
I could tell, to be honest with you, I could tell, like, that there's a small little, like, push that, feminism wants to, like, get in, like, like you sense that a little bit, just with some of the music that they play and some of the, the clubs and like I was at the festival and, there was some questionable things where you're like, all right, man, like don't try itching this shit up in here, like, so I didn't know signs like that. But again, when you see the women or you interact with the women out there, you're not going to interact with that like on a consistent basis. You might run across that, like, it's just not a factor, but you see it. You do see it. Like someone like us brothers that are coming from the, Western countries and stuff like that, and are all hip to this. We're gonna be a lot more sensitive to this, so we're gonna see the small little cues. But for the most part, they're nah. It's not an issue now. It's not an issue right now. I don't think so. And in terms of
yeah, in terms of like how feminine they are, do you consider them to be very feminine compared to Western women, brother?
So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give them, and it all well, see, let me tell you, there's something I got to add to that. Like, it could be like an 8 to 10, depending on if you're a high value man. Like if you're handling your business, you're fit, you're looking good, you take care of yourself, all that, it could be an 8 to 10. But if you're just trying to go out there and and you're just getting by, and you're just trying to, maybe, just trying to have a bunch of sex or whatever, everyone do their thing. You'll probably come across more of like, I don't know, like 6 to 8 in femininity. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
So it just all depends. Like the high value factor does play a part, and that's something also too I want to kind of get in a little bit later. But I hope that makes sense, guys.
Yeah, bro.
So yeah. So like it's 6 to 8 if you're slacking, 8 to 10 if you're handling your business, you're listening to what IP's talking about, investing in cryptocurrency, stepping up your game. Like it could seriously be an 8 to 10.
Okay, bro. This is very interesting intel so far. So, would you consider Romanian women to be good-looking women, or average, good-looking, very good-looking on average, or are they like horrible-looking like Western women? In some parts of America. Speak on that, bro.
Woo! So like when I first landed when I first landed out there, right? It was at night, so I wasn't able to see a lot of people. I think I went to a little convenience store, grabbed something to eat and drink, and then I went straight to my Airbnb and I passed out. But the next day when I walked down and was able to see people, you're in a different country, because like the women are just different. Like they're like they're not so rough and ready to like say it's hard for me to explain, but the beauty is, I mean, you're seeing dime pieces, especially in Bucharest. You're seeing dime pieces everywhere, like every corner, everywhere. And in comparison to Western women and them, like I think Eastern women like so far have them beat, just because they have more of that feminine. I can't get that word out, guys. But you all know what I'm saying. Yeah, I can't get that word out right now. But yeah, so and I really also want to stress, brothers, like like if you're going out there kind of sloppy, like I said, with your finances and what you're doing in your life physically and all that stuff. Shout out to you, IP. You talk about us like hitting the gym, staying fit, all that. Come on, guys. But it might be a different experience. I can see it being a different experience if you try to go out there a little sloppy, because but if you're going out there on your game, you know what I mean, and you have that energy and everything, you guys, brothers, you guys will not be sorry that you went there. I'm serious.
All right, bro. How about so I want to speak more about this festival.
Okay.
So give me what's the name of this festival? The name of it, please, bro.
So the name of the festival was called Saga, and I'm glad that you're touching on this too, though. But the name of the event was called Saga.
Soccer, you said.
SAGA, Saga, yeah.
Okay, Saga, awesome, bro. Brother, speak more about that festival and how you were treated as a brother. Were there a lot of eyes on you from the women? When you were dancing, when you were amongst the crowd, were women coming up to you? Was it a vibe? Speak on that, bro. Speak on that. We need that intel, bro. We need that intel.
Oh my god. Okay, sorry, you guys. It's like hot in here. It's like 100 degrees out here in Northern California. We're on fire. You guys know what time it is. Give me a second. Okay. I'm glad. Great question. Great. So before I answer that, brothers, let me tell you though, I think you're going to find a lot of success in Romania if you leverage your visit with an event or some type of festivity, you know, instead of just going out there winging it and just trying to hit the streets and or hit a bar or two and see what happens, or Tinder, which is all good, which you should do. But I feel like, brothers, if you're trying to really head out to Romania and experience the wonderful benefits that I had experienced, leverage in an event, leverage, you know, your visit or your stay to an event. So that way you'll have an influx of people from all around the world too, which increases your options. But two, you know, I think it opens up more people and the social dynamic for you guys to be successful. So getting back to the event and just kind of answering your question directly. Brother, so when I was at this event, oh my God. It was, I mean, I had no problems at all. I had no issues at all. And the women were, I mean, I'm studying with my words because it's just like, y'all know what time it is, man. What have I been saying this whole time throughout this podcast so far, or this stream? They was on me tough. I had so much fun the last 3 days at that event. And I needed a whole week to recover because I partied so hard and I had so much fun for those 3 days straight, you know, while I was at that event. I mean, the women weren't afraid at all, you know, dancing with you. I mean, no problem. No problem. And again, you know, I feel like, brothers, if you take care of yourself, you know what I mean? I'm working out all the time. I'm running. I'm doing pull-ups. I'm doing my thing. You know, you guys are seriously going to increase your chances. I mean, I had no problem at all. It was great. It was so great. I needed a week to recover from it. God damn it.
Damn. So
Sorry, my bad, my cousin.
When you say they were onto you, speak on that more, Eric. You know,
Okay.
were they actually approaching you? Were they like, hey, where are you from? What are you doing in our city? Like, was there a sort of curiosity of them towards you, or were you approaching them? We want to know the whole dynamics of that festival. But like, so basically, you walk in, you're just standing there, and then women start coming in your circle, in your vicinity. You know, trying to be like, I don't know. Speak on that, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My bad. Sorry. So like, let me just you know, also mention that, you know, I actually linked up with two other people from Denmark. You know, they're English speakers, and they heard me speaking English, and we just kind of met up. And so I actually went with them, and they were going to the event as well. And so I actually linked up with them, and we all went into the event. So I was part of a group of, there was 3 of us in this group. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. But in terms of like, you know, where women approach me or how was that dynamic? I mean, yes, I had more than several approaches. You know, what are you doing? Where are you at? Because to be quite frank, you know, there wasn't a lot of brothers out there, and the ones that were out there, you know, just, I mean, it just wasn't a factor because there was just so few of us. And so I had a lot of approaches, a lot of curiosity approaches, like, and it wasn't just, you know, it was like 80% of it was from like women, but then there was like a high percentage of men also coming around being like, yo, man, like, where you from? You know, et cetera, et cetera. So, and then, you know, when the woman approached me and they instantly found out I was from the States, I mean, shout out to all my brothers out there, you know, in the States as well as, you know, UK, holler, Canada. I'm just going to keep it real, brothers. I mean, we got leverage. I'm going to keep it real. I mean, the moment I told them I was from California, you know, I'm from the States, you just see the twinkle in their eyes. And it's just, I mean, it, like I said, to all my British brothers, you know, brothers from the States and Canada, guys.
We got the sauce.
I mean, instantly, like every single woman I talked with, you know, the moment I told them my background, you just saw their whole body just like, oh my God. Like, I don't know. It was a very, you know, interesting experience and something that I'm really going to put in the history books, you know, for 2021.
That's what's up, bro. Shout out to Jay Bones for the $2 super chat. It says festival in Bucharest offer abundance, all types of
Whoa.
WW.
Yes.
I think you meant WW, bro. We ain't checking for that, but WW.
Oh,
Shout out to J Bones. Shout out to J Bones. This is great intel, brother. So going on from there, brother.
can I just mention one more thing? I just want to stress this. I apologize, but I just really want to stress this, brothers. You guys will find a lot more success, I feel like, in Romania if you leverage your visit with an event. I just have to say that one more time. You know, I think you'll see tremendous success if you do that, if you leverage that.
Okay, thanks for that, bro. So you said you went with two Denmark women. How did you meet them, bro? Was it already set in place to meet with those women, or did you just come across them on the train or the bus? Speak on that, bro.
No, so I'm sorry. Sorry, that was random. Like, excuse me. But no, that, you know, so how I met them, it was strictly through just kind of like catcalling, or you know, I don't know what terms other people use though, but like I was just over at the event. They were talking. They were both talking amongst themselves alone, and I just walked up to them. You know, I don't remember what I said, and it just, you know, they asked me. They spoke English. I spoke English. They asked where I was from, and then it just literally kicked off. You know, I hung out with them a little bit while I was at the event, and then when, you know, we left, we exchanged numbers and everything like that, and I was able to, you know, enjoy, you know, my experience with at least one of them, you know, and then also too, you know, that one gentleman, Jay Bones, mentioned, you know, women from all over come out to that event. I mean, I also got with the Finland woman while I was out there too, so yes.
Oh.
Yeah, like, yeah, that's why I'm telling you, brothers, leverage in an event, because I mean, not only do you have the locals that are going to be like gravitating toward you, but then you got anyone else nearby, you know, that's visiting as well, that's going to be attracted to your ass as well. Oh, excuse me, attracted to you as well.
I'm going to speak on those demographics very soon, bro. Shout out to Yamba Bar for the $10 super chat. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated for the super chat, brother. Thank you, brother. So tell us. So I'm guessing with those Denmark women. Shout out to again Yamba Bar for the $1 super chat. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated again, bro. Thank you. I'm guessing. So
Hey,
speak
guys.
more about. I'm guessing at least those Denmark women, they were both checking for you, or one of them was checking for you. How did you escalate it to a point where, okay, I want to deal with her? And speak about other demographics of women that you dealt with. The Finland woman, how did you meet her? How did you seal the deal with the Finland woman and the Denmark woman, and any other demographics of women, bro? Speak on that, bro.
So with the two, give me 1 second, you guys, 1 second.
No worries, bro. Hey, brothers, get the likes up, brothers. And of course, brothers, please feel free to hit the Cash App to support the channel. Like I said, YouTube takes a 30% cut of the super chats. So please hit the Cash App to support the movement. Subscribe, like, comment, and go back and watch my latest Portugal video, another classic where I drop game about Portugal. My second video on Portugal. Brothers need to get out there in Portugal. They're checking heavy for brothers in Portugal. But carry on, Eric, bro.
So pretty much how, like, you know, with the Denmarks, you know, ladies, so they were both like, I personally think, you know, I could have gone with either one of them. You know, they were both checking for me, you know, jockeying for the, you know, for the first position, you know. But so pretty much, you know, like I said, it started off without the festival, and then, like, you know, when we all left, we exchanged numbers and everything. We and how I pretty much escalated it, like the next day, you know, they were visiting Bucharest and everything like that. You know, sorry about that.
Yo, yo, hey, bro, what's going on there, bro? You got some dude spying on him, bro. You got some dude spying on him, man. Yo, what's going on there, bro? Hey, this is the classic live stream already. We got 35 minutes in to classic already, bro.
Sorry, you guys. Classic. Sorry about that. We got some neighbors and stuff like that acting crazy. But
hey, no worries, bro. Carry on, bro.
It is what it is. So pretty much like how I said, like, so how I escalated was the next day, you know, I, you know, met up with them for like some lunch and stuff. We went and got something to eat. we went around the one of the main malls, you know, in Bucharest, and just pretty much just like, you know, having normal conversation, you know, grabbing something to eat, talking about life and all that stuff. And then, you know, and then when it got toward the evening, we split up. And then, you know, I ended up linking back up with them later on that evening in Old Town, which all of y'all should go to when you hit up Bucharest, hit up Old Town. That district is like, I mean, just bars galore, everything on fire. So I ended up linking back up with them later on that night. And I knew right when I was linked up with them, you know, later on that night in Old Town, I knew like, yo, it's sold, yo. Like, I mean, so at that point, I just got more aggressive with the one that I really wanted to get with, and you know, and I mean, yeah, that's just pretty much. And I closed it. You know what I mean? It's very simple. I mean, it's not. You know what I mean? There wasn't like, I pretty much met them at an event, escalated by hanging out with them throughout the day, and then met back up with them later on that evening. And then later on that evening, I knew at that point, you know, it was already closed. And I just, you know, started, you know, becoming a little bit more touchy, you know, and touchy-feely. And it just, one thing led to another. And she ended up coming back to my Airbnb. And
that's what's up, bro. And what about, you say you dealt with a Finland woman as well.
So now with the Finland woman, that was a straight Tinder, you know, close. So shout out to Tinder, you know what I'm saying? So when I went out there, I didn't join all of the other streams like Bumble and all that stuff. I just set up a Tinder account, was like, all right, let's just figure out what this is going to do. Because I was mainly relying on the event, like, yo, I'm going to see mad females there. I mean, that's going to be my dating app, you know. So I just set up Tinder just to see what it do. And sure enough, you know, this Finland chick hollered at me. And, you know, we started talking. And then we ended up going and grabbing some dinner and then having drinks, you know, later on that night, you know, and she was like, she was cool, you know, it was good, you know.
That's what's up, bro. Shout out to Brian for the $10 super chat. What's up, Brian? I haven't seen your face here before. Welcome to the International Passport Movement. If you're new, shout out to Brian for the super chat. So, brother, were there any other demographics of women that you also dealt with as well in your time there?
No, so like, so I only mess with like 3 demographics. So like, I mess with the Finland. I got with the Denmarky. I call him Denmark Danish. I know, but I say Denmark. I don't know why, but and then she was getting at me on that all the time too, though. But so Finland, Denmark, and then the Armenians. 2 Armenians.
Oh, did you say Armenian?
Armenian, yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on, brother. Let's break that down even further. Shout out to the Menace for the $199 super chat. He says, "Classic brother IP Team Latina all day though." Shout out to the Menace, bro. Bro, speak about these Armenian women. Is it the Armenian, bro? How were they towards you? I'm guessing they saw you, approached you, wanted to get to know you. How did that whole interaction even start in the first place, bro? Because Armenian women, I don't have much intel on them, bro. But break it down for us, brother.
Wow. Now those were the first one. You know, I thought I mentioned it earlier in the podcast that, you know, I had gone with them, but those were the first one I got with. I'm not sure if Kim Kardashian, like, you know, influenced a bunch of Armenians to, you know, at least try us out or whatever, but they approached me. And they were quite aggressive. You know what I mean? They were quite aggressive. I'm not gonna lie. You know, they were quite aggressive, and a lot of it had to do. And they even told me like they never messed with the black guy, but they were so into like black culture and everything like that. Which I was like, all right, but you know, but they were fine. So like I was just like, and I'm trying to enjoy myself. So I was like, yeah, it was good. But with the Armenians, you know, they approached me and they definitely like brothers. Like it was, I mean, you know, like when you're dealing with a woman or whatever and how aggressive she is toward you, you're like, damn, like.
That's a good feeling, man. When women make it very clear that they want you, it's a great feeling, bro.
And I'm not gonna lie, yo, like Armenians, like they letted me know, like, yo, we want this. So I mean,
Damn. Shout out to Sean Camp for the £7.30 Cash App. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you. Thank you
Sean,
very much, Sean
appreciate
Camp,
it.
for appreciate it, Sean. You're a legend, bro, for the seven
And
pounds
you
30
are.
Cash App, bro. Thank you. Whoa, this is and brothers, why are the likes so low? We got over 70 people watching, we're only 60 likes. Can we please get the likes up? You know, brothers, if you have not liked this video, please hit the like button. That's all I'm asking for you, brothers. We have almost 80 people watching and only 63 likes. What's going on there, brothers? Please don't be a ninja watcher. Like the video to support the movement. It's not that hard. What's going on? All right, let's go on further, brothers. So, Eric, can we speak about other races of women that you saw there? Did you see black women there, Asian women there, Latina women there, Costa Rican women there? You know, speak on that, bro.
To be honest with you, I did not like the type of women I saw were like, natural, Romanians, um, Armenians, gypsies, um, and really, to be honest with you, and because it was an event, I saw a lot of people from like Finland, Denmark, Sweden that were out there partying. But I think that was mainly associated with the event. But to be honest with you, I didn't see like, I saw one Latino at the event, but in terms of like Latinas and like, I didn't see none of that. I saw a few Africans that I noticed out there and everything like that though, but no. And in terms of Asians, I saw a few, you could tell they were visiting too. And then some of the Asian restaurants or whatever, but I mean, to be honest with you, the demographics are practically like Armenian, Gypsies, and Romanians.
Fantastic, bro. This is great. Let's speak about this even further. Is English enough to speak with a Romanian woman, or should we learn Romanian? You know, how was your time? You know, not knowing the language of the country itself. Was English okay, brother?
So English, you're going to get by. Now again, my trip was leveraged off an event. And so I think, the fact that I knew English and a lot of other people that were visiting, knew English, I think that helped out a lot. And plus there was an influx of like travelers and stuff like that. So I think that helped out a lot. But now if there was nothing like that going on, it was just a typical day and I'm going out there. Yes, you can get by, but I'm not gonna lie. Like if I knew at least if I was intermediate, like my experience could have been 5 times better, even better than what it was if I understood the language more and I was able to speak it more. Because at that point, you could do more. You know what I mean? Just like straight, cold calling. Just at that point when you understand the language a little bit better. But the fact that I didn't understand that language so much, I wasn't able to just, what I mean, use all my options. Like the moment you see something you like, go up and run up and talk to her. In Eastern Europe, post-communist, like if you don't really know the language, you're just going to come off a little weird, or it's just going to be a little hard. So you can get by. You could definitely get by and have a good time. But I think your experience will be a lot better if you get yourself to at least an intermediate level.
Fantastic intel, brother. Next question for you, bro, is did you see any jealousy against black men? You know, brother, seeing that you got a lot of attention, did you fear anything, bro? Was there a lot of looks from Romanian men towards you? Did you fear anything like that? Speak on that, bro.
And that's a great question. Great question. So, brothers, if you're looking good doing your thing and all that, I strongly advise, if you go to Romania, you link up with someone. You either link up with a friend or a couple people, not out of safety, not because it's like something's gonna happen. Like chances are nothing's gonna happen. They say it's one of the safest cities. and I felt really safe out there. But I'm not gonna lie, a couple of them times when I went up into some of them clubs, and like all the women were jocking me. Like, I mean, they were all leaving their posts, coming over, talking to me, and it got a little overwhelming a couple times, because you're just like, yo, you're getting like 4 or 5 women come. So where are you from? Because they could tell you're not from there, and so when you get about 4 or 5 women coming up to you in rotation, it feels like, and you start looking around your surroundings, like, okay, you are going to get some of them dudes that are going to be staring at you and like, showing that little, envious, type of look. But on the flip side, brothers, if you guys are in the gym, you're looking good, your stature's right, no one's going to do anything to you. They're just, all it is going to be maybe a little mug or something like that. But like if you go with the group, another person, 2 or 3 people, and y'all doing your all things, keeping your bodies right and everything, you guys are gonna have a problem. Not gonna. No one's gonna do nothing. You're just gonna get a look.
Damn, yo, whoa. Actually, I'll come back to the club parts later on. That's another question for me, bro. Okay. So the last question for you, bro, is did you feel like Romanian women have a high body count? Do you feel like they're conservative, liberal? Because obviously brothers don't want to deal with women with high body counts, God forbid. When you dealt with Romanian women, what you saw, how the women you dealt with personally, or let's just say the culture you experienced, would you think that they have a high body count on average?
No. So, well, it all depends on how you like go out there and approach it. Like if you're just trying to go out there and, and you're out there for like a couple days, a week maybe, and, and you're just trying to, hit something or whatever, chances are, you're probably not going to get the best, But if you go out there, with the purpose, on your A game, maybe took a little bit of time to learn, a little bit of the language, like I said, to an intermediate level, like you are definitely going to find women with low body counts, because you definitely see that there is that there are subgroups out there. You could so tell, ones that have high body counts or live in that lifestyle. And then you could definitely see those other ones that are just trying to handle their business, conservative, you can definitely see those dynamics out there. And so,
wow.
Yeah, brothers, like get your finances straight, get your body straight, learn the language if you're serious about Romania. And yes.
Thanks for that, bro. Shout out to Jalil Davis for the £7.30 cash app. Much appreciated, brother. He says, for homie with the ride cowboy F-boy look. LOL. You got the mustache and the cowboy look, the cowboy hat. It's crazy, bro. But shout out to Jalil Davis. Okay, this is crazy, bro. Great.
Let me also mention something. I also want to mention something too. Is like right now I'm talking to a friend from Romania, and this, like, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I might post it on Facebook just to show, but like this one's a dime. This is like a straight 10, and on her face, and let me tell you, when I go to her Instagram account and she puts up a picture, it's nothing really revealing or anything like that. She's usually covered up, and I'm telling you, this woman's a 10, like, whoo. But like, what's surprising is when I go up on her account and I'll just look at a picture sometimes that she'll post, she'll only get like 30 likes.
Oh,
here in the States, she would have already had like 5,000 likes. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And like, but she only had like 30 likes. Like, and I'm like, whoa, like, and this one, woo, this one's a dime piece. Like, and so I'm just showing that, that's the level. There's levels, to this, and it's clearly evident when you go out there. If you're on the lower class level, okay, then yeah, she might be a high body counter. But if you go out there, like, trying to get the best of the best, yes, you're going to get ones with very low body counts.
Fantastic, brother. Bro, can we speak about the wifeability rate of Romanian women? Do you feel like they are wifeable, or are they for the streets? Are they just for the moment, or would you consider wifing one, bro, based on what you've seen and the culture and everything, bro?
So, I mean, they're definitely on my radar. Shout out to Tony Berry. You know, I might have to check out Japan before I can make a full decision. But you know, if you go out, brothers, just like with any other place, you know, IP, Tony, shout out to Sean, Theo, they all says that you got to step up your game, because no matter where you go, you know, you're going to have that leverage to be able to ultimately, you know, take care of a woman and, you know, find one, whatever. And so, yes, that's the same with Romania. Like, yeah, is it doable? Absolutely. And the matter of fact, the USD and the euro, oh my God, it's so strong. Like, it's $1 of my money was like $7 of theirs.
Damn.
You know, so I'm just saying that, like, it's so doable to invest and to create something if that's something you're really serious in. But you're going to have to be serious. You know what I mean? But if you just want to have a flinger and just let this be a place of just, you know, passing time and experiences, then I can't tell you what type of caliber of woman you can get. But if you go out there serious, you know, on point, you know, you can get top notch. And like I said, I'm talking to a friend right now that I didn't get with or anything like that, but I met her out there. And because, you know, I keep myself together, I'm making moves, I feel like, you know, you gravitate toward those type of people. And so, you know, like I said, I'm talking to one right now, and it's definitely doable. Definitely doable.
That's what's up, brother. Shout out to Jeff, the producer, for the $2 super chat. He says, IP salute, great content as usual. Keep it coming. Thank you, bro. Again, I do it for you, brothers. And shout out to the guest here, Eric, for taking the time out to drop this valuable classic intel for you, brothers. Going on to my next question, Eric, is are they conservative or liberal down in? So, did you only visit Bucharest, right? You only visited one city or a couple?
I visited Bucharest, Bostrov.
Okay,
heading up
bro.
toward Transylvania. It's northern. It's like north of Bucharest. It's about 2.5 hours north of Bucharest. So I spent half of my time. I spent like a third of my time up there, and then the remainder of my time in Bucharest. So I was in 2 areas of Romania.
Okay, and what those 2 areas? Do you feel like the women there were conservative or liberal? Was it a liberal culture, conservative culture, liberal like in the West, where anything goes, or conservative where, you know, they can serve themselves? Speak on that, bro.
Definitely more conservative. Definitely. And that's where, like, if brothers are used to more of like a liberal, you know, country or something like that, you know, where you can just kind of be whatever, dress whatever, and just go and expect to get equal results. You know, Romania is more conservative, and that's why I keep on pressing about, you know, taking care of yourself, because it just is only going to increase your options. They're more conservative, and you know, and they're going to be less hesitant, you know, to, you know, be approached by you and conversate with you, even with the language barrier, if you're coming with like a better package. And because of the conservatism, you know, it could be a disservice to someone that doesn't really want to take that extra work, you know, in certain areas, and just want to wing it and expect to get, top-notch results. You know, he might, he might not be too happy, or, you know, he might get something completely opposite. So they are definitely conservative. You know, that liberalism, no. Like I said,
Fantastic, brother.
yeah, it's not there.
So you were in Bucharest and Bostrov. Would you say, okay, so out of those 2 cities, what was the best one you recommend brothers to go to and actually have a good time with a woman? Or would you say both cities are good for brothers to actually go to both and have a great time?
So I would strongly suggest that, brothers, that you guys go to Bucharest first, get your feet wet, get settled in, you know, get the feel of just being out there, getting the vibe right, all that. So I strongly suggest first time, if you guys aren't seasoned vets around around Eastern Europe or whatever, start on Bucharest, and then eventually go up to Bostrov once you got a little sense of the area and everything like that. Definitely, I would strongly suggest then eventually go up to Bostrov. You know, now that I'm a little much more familiar with Romania and everything like that, when I go back, I will be going back. Yes. I will probably spend most of my time up there in Bostrov.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Speak more about Bostrov, because I always heard that Bucharest was the capital city, more likely to get women there. But Bostrov, bro, I don't have much info on Bostrov. Speak on that, bro. How did the women treat you? Were they gorgeous? Oh, go on, bro. The floor is yours, brother.
So Bostrov is the hidden jewel. Again, like me personally, like if I'm going out there, I want to get the best of the best. I want the best of the best guys. Come on now. I'm representing myself. I'm representing the IP community. You know what I mean? So I want the best of the best. And what I noticed, going out there, Bucharest is good. Like I said, it's going to get your feet wet. You guys are going to get a lot of intel. You guys are going to see a lot of beautiful women. You guys are going to possibly have some great experiences, without a doubt. It's just, if you want ones that are going to be a little bit more conservative, if you want to potentially meet a higher percentage of ones that have like lower body counts and just aren't necessarily all up on the glitz and glamour and all that, I mean, Bostrov is really going to be your spot, man. And it's a hidden gem. And I think it's a city of like about over 200,000 people, so it's a smaller, like little city, but I said, when I do go back out there, I'll be spending majority of my time in Bostrov.
But are the women there in Bostrov checking hairy for brothers, though, Eric?
Heavy, because now you're like almost 3 hours away from Bucharest, and so now when they see your Black presence, they're really curious. I mean, like, brothers, we got to understand that there's just not a lot of brothers out there, so just your presence alone, however you bring yourself, is going to get good attention, bad attention, or however you leverage that attention is up to you. But off top, you're just going to get attention. And so when I was in Bostrov, it was definitely like I was getting constant looks. And I'm not saying negative looks. It was just like curious looks, especially when I went and ate out some of the restaurants. I went to this one little night hookah club or whatever, or this little bar lounge out there. And I could tell that if I just was at an intermediate level with the language and I was a little bit more aggressive, just randomly going up to people, talking with people and stuff like that, I would have definitely have been overwhelmed again in Bostrov as well.
Fantastic intel, brother. Speak about religion, right? I know Romania is a religious country. Well, what's the main religion there? Is it Catholic, Christianity? And the women you came across, were they also religious as well, brother?
So the ones that I approached, and the one that I'm talking to right now, like, she grew up Catholic, but she doesn't really practice it or anything like that. She says she does like believe, in a higher power and everything like that, but she doesn't practice it or anything. And with my experience, just socializing with a number of other women, religion didn't really come up, so it wasn't like that was something that was like, so who are you, before I continue this conversation. I mean, I think that's going to be the least of your guys' worries. Now, if you go into like the small village areas or, then it could possibly be a different story. But in Bostrov and Bucharest, you're not going to have a problem with that.
All right, awesome, bro. But it is quite a religious country, right?
To a certain, yes, it is. But I think that if you focus with those two cities, I don't think religion's really going to be a factor. And especially if you go there, you're doing your thing, you're on point, you're the alpha male, I can only speak for those two areas. It's not going to be an issue. It's not.
Thanks for that intel, brother. Social media. Is social media a problem in Romania based on what you've seen? I know you mentioned how you got gorgeous women who only get 30 likes compared to in the West where you get 5,000 likes. But do you feel like it can make them a lot more arrogant, and that can be an issue there, bro? How do you feel like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, does it gas up the heads of Romanian women, bro? Speak on that, brother.
Guys, I'm going to be real. I feel like it's gaining traction. So, I mean, that's all I'm going to say. I feel like it's gaining traction. Now, do I see it as an issue and everything right now and everything? No, not at all. But 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, I don't know. I don't know, but it's creeping in. I can tell it's creeping in.
Oh gosh,
I can tell
flipping
it's
heck.
creeping in though. They're trying to at least creep it in.
Oh man, damn it. Ah, flip. Shout out to Jay Bones for the $2 super chat. He says, cancelled my ticket for Japan. Why? Because Team Latina. Shout out to Thomas Demihin for the super chat, £1.79. Asians versus Latinas equals civil war, blazing beauty. This war between Asians and Latinas is gonna cause a big divide when the stream happens in 2 weeks' time. Oh, bro, I might have to cancel it. Shout out to Naeem Abdul Ayad for the $10 super chat. Just joined live stream. Sup, brother IP. What's up to Naeem? That's another regular supporter there, brother. Hope you keep him running safe, brother. Again, thank you so much for the super chat. This is great intel, brother. So going on from that point, it's sad to see that social media could become impactful there, but we shall see down the line. Do you consider Romanian women to be submissive? They cook clean, act like a woman, dress like a woman, are family orientated. They listen to what men tell them to do. Speak on that, brother.
You brothers, when we get older, we can sense, we can sense those signs when they actually truly have it. And this friend that I'm talking to right now, like I could tell she has that in her, just how she responds back to me, the conversations that we have, what she talks about. So I don't think brothers are really gonna have a problem with that. Again, I associate with, if you're on top of your game, you're handling your business and everything like that, and she recognizes that, regardless if you're showing it or splurging on her or whatever. Yeah, they're definitely traditional in that manner. Like, they're definitely traditional in that manner. If you're handling your business and you choose to pull one or have a Romanian woman, definitely she'll cook, clean, do your laundry and everything. They're definitely traditional in that sense. I saw a lot of that. Like, I saw a lot of traditional customs, while I was out there.
Wonderful. I love hearing that. Brother, so can you recommend us the best places to meet Romanian women in Romania, especially in those 2 cities you went to, apart from the festival? How did you actually go around to meet them? Was it coffee shops? Was it shopping centers? Speak on that, brother.
So, you know what? I mainly, outside of like the whole festival and all that, I mainly leveraged my social escapades toward Old Town. So there's the 2 old towns, the Old Town of Bucharest and then the Old Town of Bostrov. So those both those Old Town areas, that's where predominantly all the bars are. And especially in Bucharest and Old Town, I mean, you have an unlimited amount of bars. Watch out for the prostitutes, you guys. So if they're trying to grab you and take you into somewhere, don't go. Okay, so watch out for that. But yeah, Old Town and Bucharest, I mean, that's where everything is cracking. That's where you're gonna want to be. If you're gonna spend time in Bucharest, get a hotel in Old Town, because that's central to everything. So, and then from there, you can figure out, you can talk to as many. There's a bunch of Starbucks and coffee areas, where you can go and talk to women and stuff. I spent the bulk of my socializing and everything in Old Town. So at the restaurants and at some of the bars up in Old Town, that's where I spent the bulk of my, engaging with women and all that stuff.
Fantastic, bro. On that note, is prostitution a problem there in Romania?
No, I mean, if you're in those areas, especially in Bucharest and Old Town, it's not a problem. But they're gonna know, brothers, that we're visiting from somewhere, especially if we're looking good, smelling good, And so I'm gonna keep it real. You're going to get ones that are gonna be like, "Yo, come over, and enjoy a drink over at this club or something like that," and at that point it's prostitution. So just don't go. But I mean, so they do have a little bit of that there. Yes, it's there, but I mean, but it's not out of control. It's nothing like that.
Okay, bro. Thanks for that, bro. So basically, if a woman or man comes up to you saying, come here, don't go anywhere with them, stay on your purpose, go where you want to go to, and
That's it.
you'd be all
Just
right.
go where you want to go. If they're like, yo, you might get some people say, come to eat at this restaurant, different story. But if someone saying like, yo, come to this little club, we got lots of drinks and, and all that. No, don't go. Don't go. Especially if it's a woman. Even some of the men will try to convince you to go. But, if a guy's trying to, if the man or woman is trying to get you to go to a certain club or bar, that's just pretty much code word. Like, we got some prostitutes and drink. Like, come with us. And yeah, just stay on your purse. Be like, nah, I'm good. We're hip to the game, and so like, yeah, just play your street smarts, and you're gonna be fine.
Fantastic, bro. Can we now speak about clubs and bars? When you said that, 5 women were actually approaching you, asking questions, where you from? I want you to tell us what clubs and bars you went to that you recommend for brothers to go to, where women are checking heavy for brothers. And what was the results of those women approaching you, brother? Did you take it further, get numbers, meet up with them the next day? So speak about that, bro. That's 2 questions for you. First one is, what clubs and bars you recommend brothers to go to get dime women in Bucharest and Bostrov? And then second question is, when those women approached you, how did you take it further and escalate things? Speak on that, bro.
Okay. So I'm going to answer the question in terms of like, what bars to go to, you guys. There is I don't have, and I was thinking about this earlier today, like, okay, should I just list them all the bars that I went to? But I was like doing a lot of bar hopping, you guys. So like, I was like, at one place for like about 30 minutes, 40 minutes or something, and I would go to the next. And so what I'm just saying is that I don't really have intel in terms of what specific bars, but I'm telling you, brothers, you guys go to any of the ones out there in Old Town, in Bucharest, or Bostrov, and you guys are gonna win. I mean, there's too many of them for me to like even like keep count of. And I'm sorry, you guys, so I can't give you no specific clubs, but just get your feet up on Old Town. And once the evening starts hitting, it's just cracking. You guys are gonna choose whichever one that you're gonna like. I mean, there's just too many to choose from, and they're all banging. And so I don't have no specific clubs for you guys. Sorry, I let you down. So, but for your next question, in terms of like, how was that dynamic when the 5 girls approached me and everything like that? So I was at this one particular bar, and I walked in, and this was actually I had just came from the first day from that festival event. And so right when I got back from there, I went to Old Town, and and I just started bar hopping for the last couple hours before they all closed. And the first bar I went in, there was I just literally went straight to the bar, asked for a beer. I was just standing there scanning the area, and then these 2 came up to me. They were like friends, and one of them was extremely shy, and that's actually who I'm talking to now. The friend that I'm talking to now. So I had 2 that initially came up and approached me, and I'm telling you, I was only there for like, brothers, I was only there for like like maybe 2 minutes.
Damn.
Maybe 2 minutes. And what was crazy was like, so I go in there, it's like it had to be like 2 minutes. I get my beer, I'm kind of leaning on my side, and I'm just kind of scanning the area. 2 come up like right behind me. One of them pokes me and was like, excuse me, and starts asking some stupid questions, sparking up a conversation. And her the one that I'm talking to, of course, was a 10, but the one that initially approached me with her was like 7. So right off the bat, I knew I wanted her friend. So when she hit me, so when her friend came up to me, both of them came up to me. One of them poked me in the back, and it was like, yo, ask me some stupid question or whatever. Answered it, and then right after I answered the question, she was like, where are you from? I told her where I was from, and like I said, at that point you saw the sparkle in both of their eyes, and we just started randomly talking about something, and they were both in the process of leaving eventually, and so we talked for probably like about 15 minutes. And then right when they left, check this out, brothers, when they left, I was getting ready to go to the next bar, and then there was this next one that came up to me. There was just one other one, and she wasn't all that, so I ain't gonna hype this one up too much. But there was another one that came up to me and was like, "So are you? So you're not from here? Where are you from?" You know, just randomly, you know, just came up to me. And when those two girls left, a third one came up to me and was like, "You're not from here? Where are you from?" As if she was ear hustling. And again, she wasn't all that. And so I was just like, kind of just like brushing her off, like, "Yeah, I'm new here, blah, blah, blah." And so those were the three approaches. Okay. And then I went to a bar right next door. I walked in and I probably spent like about 8 minutes before, you know, I had another one approach me there. And again, this one wasn't all that. You know, my two scores were, you know, from the first bar that I went to. The other ones, like I said, weren't really all that, but it was just the level of aggressiveness that they showed and admiration in a sense. Like I walked up in the scene into these bars, and it only took a couple of minutes before, you know, I was already talking to someone, having conversation, etc. And so I hope that kind of makes sense. I'm getting hot as hell in this room, so might be all over the place, but hope that made sense. Let me know if I didn't answer anything, or if you want me to elaborate a little bit more.
That's all good, bro. Online dating. Speaking of that, brother, so you said you use only Tinder, and was that very successful for you? And gone on from there, how did you set up your Tinder account? What did you say? What pictures did you post? How many likes you got? How many? Yeah. So how was that for you? The whole Tinder experience.
You know, I'm gonna be real, bro. It was like I was really sloppy with my Tinder. It was like I was in a rush. You know, I was like, all right, let me set this up and see what happens. So I'm gonna keep it real, brothers. Like I had some decent pictures, but if I really would have taken my time and made sure I had some good quality pictures, maybe a couple, you know, pictures of me in like a nice little, you know, blazer, button up or something. If I would have taken the time, I know the turnout would have been a lot better. But I mean, the results that I got, I actually had like about 5 matches. I only met up with one of them. The other one, I could have met up with another one, but I just wasn't out there long enough, and it was just taking too long for us to eventually meet. So I never ended up meeting with her. But I ended up getting just like, you know, it wasn't as, you know, good as I thought it might have been. I thought I was probably gonna get like mad matches. Like there ain't no really any brothers here. I'm from America. Throw them at me, you know. But it wasn't as successful as I thought it would be. But you know, I did meet someone out of it, and but I think, brothers, if you take the time, set up a good profile, set up a good message, you know, and all that, I think your results will be a lot better. So I'm kind of the wrong person for that because I did not take the time. You know, I just kind of rushed in. But I mean, it was decent, but it was rushed.
Thanks for that, brother. I'm not sure if you can answer this question, but do you know of the STD, STI rates in Romania, Bucharest, Bostrov? Is it high? Is it low? You know, speak on that, bro. If you can, if you know it at all.
No, so like I did a quick little research on that, you know, prior before leaving. I don't have, you know, straight, you know, figures for you guys to be able to compare off of or anything, but it said it was quite low. And again, I'm just like snipping like off an article I think I'd read prior before going. But I didn't really look into that too much. I made sure I was safe and everything like that. And quite frankly, you know, it's quite surprised. Like, you know, the women I messed with were quite clean. You know, everything smelled good, great. You
know. All right, thanks for that, brother. Hey, you're a funny guy, bro. I swear that mustache when he's makes me God damn.
Hey, and they were loving the mustache. Hey, brothers, I mean, y'all might be hating, brothers, but they loving it.
Shout out to Measures Up, man. That's the brother right there. Would you say Romanian women are materialistic based on what you've seen? Are they pestering you for Gucci, Armani, Prada, all that nonsense, red bottom shoes like American women do in the West? Or is it completely different?
So if you're, I would say this: if you guys are like in Bucharest, you're going to get a level of that. You're going to get it. You're going to see a level of that. You know, I'm not saying you guys will experience it personally, but you're going to see a level of that. Like you see the BMWs out there, you see the Mercedes Benz, you see people, you see a level of that out there. And so, especially in Bucharest, but in Bostrov, entirely different. Like in Bostrov, like you're not. I didn't see that. And that's one of the many things I like about Bostrov, and I'll be spending most of my time when I go back out there next time around. But I saw that mostly in Bucharest. The Gucci, Armani, and looking all classy and looking all nice, but it wasn't extreme though. It wasn't, I got a sense that yes, they were into that, but it wasn't like extreme. But you'll find most of that in Bucharest.
Thanks for that, brothers. Hey, brothers, this is a classic live stream so far. Over here in the UK, it's 3:20 a.m.
Woo!
I'm putting out late live streams for you, brothers, right? Just so you get this intro, brothers. So please support the channel by liking the video, commenting, and of course, please send through some donations on the Cash App or Super Chats. It will be greatly appreciated. I've been doing this for a couple years now, giving you brothers fire intel. And Eric is a student of mine. He found my channel, booked a trip to Romania, and then he's literally verifying what I've been saying for all these years. Get your passport, brothers. So please support the channel by Cash Apping and of course Super Chatting donations. It'll be much appreciated. Thank you, brothers. Going on to my next question, Measures Up. How speak about cold approaching? Did you cold approach in Romania? How did you cold approach in Romania? Or is it something that women would do for you? Like you're walking down the street, women will simply walk up to you, or did you cold approach women? If so, how should we cold approach women?
So I did a little bit of cold approaching and it wasn't quite successful. So I'm gonna, guys, feminism isn't like very, very strong out there. So they're still kind of traditional in the sense like you got to go and approach them if you plan on doing cold calling. So I didn't really get a lot of women that were approaching me. Even though I did get some of that in the club I mentioned that in the club and the bar settings and stuff like that, but just actually walking amongst the street, going to places and stuff like that. No, I mean, the most they're going to do is they're going to let you know through how they look at you or, but they're not going to go up and approach you. No, you're going to have to go up and approach them. And so that's why I also mentioned if you can get if you guys are serious about Romania, and you get yourself to an intermediate level in terms of communication, it just opens up a floodgate because it allows you to do that cold call approach because you're somewhat limited, if you don't really understand the language and all you have is English, because there's a good sizable population out there that understands English to a certain degree, but you're not going to be able to break down some of those barriers. I feel like cold approaching if you don't have somewhat of a level of understanding of their language. So I wasn't cold approaching a lot. I did it a couple times to no success. So yeah, but if you don't want to learn the language and you want to do the whole cold approach thing, I strongly suggest you brothers get the whole button up blazer, some nice dress pants, dress shoes or something like that. Go out with that look, smelling good, nice watch. I mean, I'm sure you can get a lot done. That look, that type of look right there, like that, like I mentioned to you, that Idris Elba suit, type, British look. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That you guys will win if you really want to approach it. If you approach it out there like that versus trying to dress all hip hoppity, and all
God,
that.
No. Measures Up. Did women approach you in the middle of the street, or let's say you're in a coffee shop, you're walking down in the shopping center? Did they approach you, brother?
No, I'm gonna say just in a random, just random streets, coffee shop or something like that. No, I wasn't approached. I mean, I had those looks, like the curious looks, quite a few of those that I could have probably had approached based off of what I, saw or, or sense. But I think it was part of me was that Part of it was like a language barrier. And plus, there was so much other stuff going on with me. I mean, I was busy that week. It was crazy.
Thanks for that, brother. This code approach isn't the way forward there, brothers. But if you want to do it, learn the language, dress well, clean cut. Please, no baggy trousers or pants, as you call it in America. No Jordans, no gold chains, no snapbacks, no oversized t-shirts looking like a goddamn fool.
You're not going to win out there like that.
Yeah, they don't want that.
You're not going to win. They're not going to. I'm sorry to cut you off. I just have to say this real quick, brothers. If you guys go out there, I don't knock Jordans or any of those, But like, if you guys try to go out there on like some like hip hoppity, like saggy pants, J's, bright color dye shirts, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, you guys, everything I'm talking about, you might as well just kind of throw out the window. Like, because I just don't think you're going to get that same experience that I did, and I'm not saying you can't wear sneakers or look a little, hip on your downtime. I'm not saying that, but if you really want results and you want good quality women, guys, dress up a little bit.
Please, yeah. No early 2000s Dipset diplomat attire. Yeah, none of that. No, please, no, brothers. No bandanas on your forehead. No. Goddamn fool. Dress like men, please. You're representing basically with this movement, brothers. You are representing educated brothers. Yes. You're representing the whole community, because guess what? We are moving away from the community. We're establishing our own community for educated brothers. So you're representing us, brothers, right? So we dress well. No Jordans, no flipping 3/4 trousers or pants, as you call it in America. None of that BS. Please, brothers, let's move away from that. Shout out to Theo. Theo's in the building. Shout out to Theo WAF. What's up, Theo? The legend. Theo, calling later on, bro. Of course, Theo, your input is always needed in this channel. That's a legend, right? That's a legend right there, Theo.
Yeah.
Theo has donated $25. Oh, wow. Thank you, Theo. Much appreciated, brother. He says, so how do you make the girls laugh? Speak on that, Measures Up.
As you guys, I'm not sure if you guys can tell just throughout this live cast, I'm kind of animated. I'm always smiling and all that stuff. So I think that, I think those, some of those, attributes about myself, I think helps warm a lot of the, women that I was engaging with. And I was just really myself, you guys. Like, I wasn't trying to be someone I wasn't. I wasn't trying to go off some playbook or something like that. It was just, I think I'm a humorous guy. I'm, charming and all that stuff. I like to smile. I got that Colgate smile. Got the mustache. And I was just myself, brother. That was just it. Don't take things too seriously. Show that you got a little rhythm, a little vibe. Show out that masculinity. You know what I mean? Like, man, they're gonna find something to laugh about.
when you say masculinity, expand on that, brother. Is it like showing them like you're taking initiative? Okay, let's go here. I'm taking you out to this coffee shop. Meet me here at this time. I'll meet you there. Okay.
Yes. That's what you guys are gonna want to do. Don't please, brothers. Like I said, you guys are gonna want to dress right, and everything like that. And when you're dressing right, you're smelling right, you got everything together, and you're doing what you need to do in your career and your job and everything, guys. Even with them out there, like lead, like project that. I felt the masculinity out there, just how people drive, how the men talk, how the women man dynamic out there. I see that masculinity, but no one can match our masculinity. And so I think when you brothers go out there and you guys are on point, you guys are doing your thing, and you're projecting a level of confidence, assertiveness, and leadership, they will crumble. They will not, but that will probably be like heaven to them. They'll be like, oh yeah, I'm used to this. I can fall right into this.
That's what's up, bro. And exactly, that's what I do as well. So whenever I go on a date, I tell the lady, meet me here this time. I'll see you there. I don't give her the choice to go somewhere else. Oh, you decide. I'm like, no, I'm gonna meet you here this day, this time. I'll see you there. let's speak on that day. It's as simple as that, brothers. A lot of you brothers, you know, you're being too indecisive. Indecisive is a female nature. And I can't do this. And that's why if you go on these dating apps, right, women always say, I need someone to help me decide things. You know, brothers, we're men, decide on the good things, on what a woman should do on that particular date. You know, and that's what's up, brothers. Brothers, get the likes up as well, brothers. If you're enjoying this live stream, again, feel free to cash out to support the channel and send through more super chats to also support the channel. It is much appreciated. So going on from this question, yes, I think we've established how men should dress. Shout out to Measures Up for defining that. Brother, speak about the nightlife. Is the nightlife, is it exciting? Is it lit? Is it live? You know, is it also a good place to just to chill out, meet women, or just have a great time in general, brother? How was nightlife for you in Bucharest and Bostrov?
I mean, in Bostrov and Bucharest, the nightlife is great, you guys. I mean, the time that I went, the weather was great. I mean, it wasn't cold, it wasn't hot. It was a little hot during the day, but in the evening time, it was great weather. And I mean, Old Town, in both the Old Towns, Bostrov and Bucharest, they were lit. I mean, people everywhere. And again, if you're one of those brothers doing your thing, looking good, smelling good, looking sharp, you could just literally go to a restaurant in Old Town, sit down, drink a couple beers, eat some food, and just let the traffic pass on by. And you could either pick out from the traffic passing by, or you know, you can just observe, or you can just, you know, like hit one of those clubs like I did, and you know, and have them chase you inside the club or something like that. You know, so
that's what's up, bro. What was the ratio of women to men? Was it more women than men? Was it 50-50? Or was it unfortunately more men than women? Speak on that, bro.
Specifically, like at the clubs and stuff, or just like in Bucharest?
I say in general in Bucharest and Bostrov. You know,
I can't speak on Bostrov, but like this is what the local told me about Bucharest. He said it's 61 women and 49, or 61% women, 49% men. And from a visual perspective, I think he's right, because that was one of the most two of the most shocking things about Bucharest when I first initially went out there, was that the ratio. I knew that there was a higher percentage of women. I just knew before I even heard that information. I knew from a visual perspective. I was like, oh my God, there's women like everywhere, you know? So that was one indication. And then the second one was, I noticed it was quite interesting that, like, you know, hanging out at night, going out at night, you'll find women hanging out at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, wandering around the city or with their friend, you know, hanging amongst a ledge or something, talking or whatever. So it's like, you know, I just mentioned that last piece because it's relatively safe, and, you know, and I mean, people are out, you know, like, and doing it.
And you were out at that time as well, brother.
Yes, I was out in the wee hours. Yes, I mean,
in Eastern Europe. Wow.
Yeah. Yes. You know, I was out that late. Yes, I was.
By yourself or with?
No, I was with. I met with these two other guys that were English speakers too, and they were visiting, and we ended up just linking up that night. The 2 nights I ended up staying really late out. I was with 2 other dudes, and we were just hanging out and stuff. But yeah, we ended up staying out till like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Were they brothers?
One was mixed, and then the other one was a Caucasian dude.
Okay, all right. Thanks for that, bro, for that intel. Let's speak about N-word use and racism. Did you hear the N-word being used towards black people, or towards you? Did you experience any racism towards yourself, brother? Speak on that, bro.
No, but I have heard that, like, if you spend a long period of time, you'll see a level of racism or something like that there. I wouldn't doubt it. You know, I'm sure you might come across a little hiccup or two. You know, if you ended up living out there for a long period of time, I can see you maybe coming across a little hiccup. But while I was out there, I didn't experience none of that. No, I didn't experience no type of racism. I mean, you experience that Eastern Europe, like, cold stone look sometimes, or that rude, or what some might call rude service or whatever. I mean, I experienced some of that, but I never I never experienced any type of racism. The N-word wasn't. I never heard anyone use the N-word. I think the only time I heard like a level or somewhere close to that was when I was at the festival and they were playing this rap song or something like that. That's the closest I got to hearing the N-word. You know what I mean? Other than that, no one's saying that. You know, I mean, maybe amongst maybe the little hip hop crews out there that are influenced by, you know, our culture or whatever are amongst themselves, but I didn't experience none of that.
That's good to hear. Hey, brothers, you know my stance on the N-word. I don't say it. I expect brothers who watch my channel to not say it, or if they do say it, stop saying it. You know, it's a racial slur. We can't be saying a racial slur towards each other. It doesn't make any sense. It's not a term of endearment. It's not something that would empower us. How can a racial slur empower you? The word brother would empower you a lot more than a racial slur, brothers. So think about your use of the word that was used against our ancestors, you know? Think about that, brothers. But going on from there, couple questions for you, brother, before I open up the phone lines. Should brothers travel alone to Bucharest and Bustrov or go in a group, based on your experience, brother?
So I went alone, and I realized when I first landed out there, I was alone. I went through a little hiccup with my cell phone and everything, like switching the service and all that. So I had a hard time getting to my Airbnb, figuring out where the Airbnb was, all the directions. So I had a little hiccup. And I think that if I was with someone else or a group or something like that, I think I would have been able to had navigated through that. Luckily, of course, cash rolls and I was able to get a taxi and get to my destination. But if I would have had a group, I think I would have been able to have, avoided, some of those little hiccups that I experienced just going by myself. So, brothers, if you guys are seasoned, some of the brothers in here are seasoned travelers and all that, man, they can go alone. You know what I mean? I think they can go alone and, accomplish anything that they, set out to do because they got the experience behind them. Now, for some of the brothers that are kind of new into the scene and are just getting their feet wet and stuff like that, I strongly advise that maybe, you go with a group or at least someone else, just to make everything a lot more easier, all the way from socializing with someone, because you can be socializing with that person and then you both get up and are like, all right, let's go and cold approach or something. But at least you have someone to, converse with and build up with. So the newbies, yes, I would strongly advise, you go with a partner, you go with a small little group. Don't make the group too big, but go with a small little group or something like that. And I think you guys will do a lot better and a lot more opportunities will open up, I think. Because you guys will be able to place all your skills, put all your skills in one basket and make something happen.
Thank you, bro. Last question from me. I want to speak about public transportation. Was Uber safe? Was the taxi safe? And was the public transport safe as well? Obviously you're in Eastern Europe, you're a brother, you got to be careful of taxi services or, Uber. Just in general, how was it? Was it a great experience for you, brothers, those travel avenues?
That's IP. That's a good question. That's a very good question. So you guys, right before I arrived in Bucharest, I did a bunch of research and I had read a bunch of warnings like, yo, do not take a taxi. They're going to overcharge you. And that is true. And I told you, like, when I first arrived, I had cell phone issues, so I wasn't even able to call an Uber. So I ended up having to take a taxi, and he charged me like 200 leis of their money, LEI. He charged me 200 leis, and when I finally got my phone service back to working and everything, I just randomly looked at how much it would have cost through Uber, and it would have been 50 leis. So I'm just, yes, please use, if you guys transportation, I strongly advise use Uber. Stay in the central part of Bucharest, Bostrov, until you start meeting people and until you start able to navigate a little bit better. Until then, I would strongly just advise just use Uber and place yourself in centralized locations.
Okay, so there's Uber in Romania, and is there also? So what was I going to say? would you say brothers should avoid public transportation and just use Uber? Just use Uber.
Well, I took the trolley. I think that's what they call it, the trolley or something like that. In downtown Bucharest. I don't know exactly where I was at, but I took in one of their trolleys to one of their malls, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I had my DSLR camera with me and everything. So I mean, I had some stuff on me, but I was a little nervous because I had that with me, and some of the people I saw on the train or some just kept eyeing me a little too much, but that was just because I had something that was worth something, and so it made me a little nervous. But if I didn't have that, I didn't really feel unsafe on their like metro system. I believe it's their metro system, you guys, because I only took it once. Other than that, I was just using Uber.
Okay.
But yeah, the metro system in downtown Bucharest, I think you guys will be safe. It's fine. Just don't carry too much. Don't be like my dumbass and bring some valuable camera stuff.
Oh.
Excuse my language, but yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Why didn't you put it in your bag? I'm guessing you had your camera on your neck or something. That the strap.
Well, actually, no. I actually had a camera backpack. It was a small little camera backpack. So it wasn't draped over my neck or anything like that, but it was just the fact that I got some nice clean, shorts on, some nice clean shoes. They can tell I'm from America or Britain or something. So I wasn't draped. I didn't have the camera over my neck, but I just had in my small little camera bag, and just knowing that I had that, and I was getting too many hard stares. I was just like, man, come on, no. But it wasn't that serious, but that was the only time I felt a little like, shit,
All right,
I got over it. It was good.
Sorry, brothers. Sorry. Shout out to L Smooth for the 259. What the? Shout out to L Smooth. What the? Sorry, brothers. Sorry. Shout out to L Smooth 253 for the $5 super chat. He says, shout out from Seattle, Washington. How many days/nights in Romania is good enough for a first timer to travel the city and out of the city?
Well, see that I would have to ask, before I can answer that. I would have to ask this question: like, what are you trying to get out of Romania? Like, if you just want to go there and just have a couple of one-night stands and just see a few things, I mean, you could be out there for like a week. But if you're trying to maybe meet some friends and make some contacts and maybe go back eventually, or have some bigger investments, looking into Romania, then I would strongly suggest your first time spend like about 2 weeks there. Spend about 2-3 weeks. Spend some good time in Bucharest. Then go up the Bostrov. Go hit the gyms. I went to the gym a couple times while I was out there, and settle in. Yeah, I would say no less than 2 weeks, man. Like, if you really want to experience and get something out of Romania, no less than 2 weeks.
Okay, bro. And when you went to the gym, bro, did you meet other high-value individuals that told you more about the city? Did you mingle with people, men and women? As okay, go here, women here, like people like you, brothers like you, or in my previous streams, brothers have said that the gym is a good place to meet, high-value people, especially when it's an expensive gym. But speak on that, bro.
Oh, you're on point. So, but I was able to take advantage of it. But like, I've been working out for, I told you I used to be a trainer. I work out as a lifestyle, so I could see little cues and opportunities and stuff like that. And you're dead on. And to all the other brothers that mentioned that as well. I went to, before I dive into that answer, I went to a nice gym that was connected to the Marriott, to one of their big old Marriott hotel in downtown Bucharest. Very nice, high end. So I went to a gym that was connected to that. And yes, and to dive into the answer, the gym is an excellent spot. I only went there for 2 days, and I knew that if I went there and I was just focusing on, spending more time out there and not, going to this festival and sightseeing and all this other stuff, I could have definitely had met someone within a week, in less than a week. If I would have just probably had went to the gym 2 to 3 times out of the week, I probably would have definitely had met someone, and that would have furthered my, contacts and, knowledge of Romania and stuff. So the gym is without a doubt gym, especially if you go to a nice one. Yes, especially if you go to a nice one, because one, they're looking at you like, okay, you're a brother, and you look, and if you're fit, they're jocking that, and then and then they're like, okay, what are you doing here at this nice gym? What are you doing here in Romania? Period. And so it's just gonna unleash a number of questions inside their head, and that you're gonna be able to take advantage of that. Yes. So the gym is a gym.
Shout out to the brother. The gym is a gym. All right, shout out to Darnell Life Chronicles for the $9.99 super chat. Thank you, Darnell. I've not seen your face here before, but if you're new to my channel, welcome to the movement, brother. Feel free to call in, Darnell. Again, welcome if you're new, and again, thank you so much for a super chat. All right, brothers. I think I've answered enough. I've asked the guests enough questions, so I will open up the phone lines to allow you brothers to call in to ask guest questions. Before doing that, I want to say a huge thank you to Measures Up for taking the time out to drop such valuable intel. And I will get him to say one more point if he wants to before I open up the phone lines. But in the meantime, brothers, support the channel by hitting the like button. Again, send through cash apps, super chats if you enjoy what I do. If you want to support me further in this movement, your support, your donations will be greatly appreciated. Last but not least, here are my social media channels for you to reach out to me. Speaking about traveling, wealth, riches, stocks, crypto. Right now, I don't know why Facebook is frozen. Stupid computer. I can't even post nothing on here. Flip. The whole page is... Oh, come on. It's frozen. Why is it frozen? All right, brothers. So here's my Facebook, brothers. You want to make sure you join the Facebook group. We got high value males such as Theo WAF, Tony Berry, Eric himself, Thomas Demahin, J Bones, and a lot more high value Frank Harris as well. High value males who are dropping intel every day. Join the Facebook group, brothers. There's a link to it. Why is my thing freezing? Flip's sake. Stop freezing. Stupid computer. Flipping heck. Yo. Why is it freezing? What the? Come on. It's a joke. Control C. You know what? Control C. Sorry about this, brothers. I don't know, everything's freezing. Right. Hey, the Facebook group is there, brothers. Join the Facebook group. You find high value males up in there. Again, you want to follow me on Twitter as well, brothers. Twitter is also another avenue where you can reach out to me directly. Follow me on Twitter. Send me a DM. I have a phone call with you. We can speak about what's on your mind, stocks, traveling, crypto. Again, I'm here for you, brothers. So here's the Twitter as well, brothers. That's also popping. There you go, brothers. Last but not least, you want to reach out to me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Send me a DM. IG and Twitter are where I post up updates on there. So follow me on IG, Twitter, and join a Facebook group. And then let's get this international passport movement popping, just so brothers all around the world, get this intel. So I'm going to open up the phone lines, but Measures Up, do you have any... You said you have a lot of things to say, bro. Yes, notes. So what I've missed out, bro, speak on it, brother.
I think I was able to get out a lot of what I actually wrote down and stuff. But the one thing the parting statement I want to make is, brothers, this changed my life, this movement, the whole international traveling, being a better man, being a high value man, putting the work into yourself and going to places where you're appreciated and not tolerated. Brothers, if you don't have your passport, you better go grab your passport, because this has just opened up, like, my world is never the same now. Like, it will never be the same now because of this. And I think IP and to a lot of you brothers that help, make this reality. So let's get it, guys.
Thank you for the kind words, brother. Shout out to L Smooth 253 for the $5 super chat. He says, shout out to IP brothers, get your passport. I've been to numerous of different countries. They love us out there. Oh, L Smooth, I need you to reach out to me through IG or Twitter. Please reach out to me. I want to speak to you about what countries you've been to and what countries actually gave you more play as a brother. Reach out to me ASAP, L Smooth. Today will be greatly appreciated, brother, and I'll give you a call and we'll speak about that, brother. Again, thank you again for the super chat, brother. Reach out to me ASAP. Brothers, here's my Cash App as well. Cash Apps will be greatly appreciated as well, because YouTube does take a 30% cut of the super chats, so you can support the channel through Cash Apps. That'd be appreciated, brothers. So here's a call-in link I'm going to post in. Call in to ask the guests any questions. If I sense any disrespect, towards my guest, that will be a 5-minute timeout. But if it's a very bad disrespect, that'll be a permanent ban. I'm being serious right there. We do not disrespect any of our guests on this channel. Our guests have taken out hours of their day for brothers to get this intel, So it shows how selfless they are. And shout out to Measures Up again. That's a brother right there. Much appreciated, brother. Shout out to, again, the legend, Dante Guerno, for the $5 super chat. He's the one who recommended Eric to get on his international passport movement. So shout out to Dante Guerno. That's the brother right there. Shout out to Dante. So brothers, call in right now, brothers. No trolling, no rudeness, or you will be permanently banned. I'm not even kidding anymore. Shout out to Sean M. Shout out to Sean M for the $5 super chat. He says, shout out to IP in the chat. Support the channel. This intel isn't being shared anywhere else. It's facts. That's absolute facts. Yeah. This kind of intel, right, is something only the government would know. A lot of brothers will laugh at that, but this is something only the government would know. Only the US government or whatever government of the country you live in the West, only they would know this type of intel. I'm talking, the high-level people in government. So, brothers, this kind of intel, we need to push out to intelligent, educated brothers to show them there's a life outside the West. Shout out to Mike M for the $10 super chat. He says, hashtag Team Asia checking in. Yes. This is excellent intel. Since I plan on going to Romania, bro, this video has everything for you, brother. You're going to have a great time in Romania. Let's go. Shout out to Eric and shout out to Mike M. All right. I see Sean Camp. What's up, Sean Camp? I'll bring you in real quick. Let me just pin the call-in link to the StreamYard live stream chat, and let's get this live stream questions popping. All right. How you doing, Sean M?
Yeah. Hey, how's it going, IP? How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing well, bro. I'm doing okay. It's a classic live stream. Again, shout out to Eric, the live stream guest, for dropping mad intel. How you doing, Sean Camp? You okay, brother?
Oh man, I'm doing good, man. Loving the stream. Measures up, baby.
Let's go.
Do you have any questions for about Romania for Measures Up, brother?
Yes. First of all, I just wanted to salute you, Eric, because most guys' first trip, man, they gonna go to South America, especially where you at, or even Asia, man. Just doing Romania was just different, man. So I wanted to salute you on that. First of all, and yeah. So you said the weather during the day because yeah, I was kind of wondering about that. So it was kind of warm over there during the day when you were there.
So yeah, so the whole time I was there, brother, the weather was great. It was a little hot some of those days during the day, but at night, perfect. Like the timing was perfect. I mean, I could not complain about the weather at all.
Okay, and I also I got a funny story about Brasov. One of my buddies, he likes Cane Corso dogs, and he actually. His last Cane Corso he just bought earlier this year. He got it from a breeder over in Brasov, and he was dealing with the lady who ran the company. He's like, Sean, He's like, man, I can't remember if you've been to Romania yet. I was like, nah, that's on my list though. Man, he showed me the lady who run that thing. She was bad. And and I was like, yeah, man, I gotta get over there. And yeah, she was from Brasov, yeah.
Yes, Brasov is that hidden gem, and I'm so glad when I went out there, I was able to find out about that hidden gem. But most people think about Bucharest, but Ostrov is that man. Like I said, I'm going to spend most of my time there the next time I go out there. So,
Wow, and man, I didn't know they had Armenians over there. That was just mind blowing when you dropped out. So they was running up on us, huh?
now, I'm going to say out of all the groups, they're the ones that are going to let it be known that they want you. Like, and like I said, like when I, when I had a good experience, with them and everything like that, it was very aggressive on their part, which indicated to me like, God damn, you really want this?
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So now as far as sightseeing, so as far as sightseeing, did you do any sightseeing, or you just basically stuck with the festival?
Well, especially in Bostrov, that's where I did the bulk of my sightseeing. I took a bunch of pictures of the Bostrov sign up on the top of the hill. I was actually trying to go to Transylvania, but that was like another hour and a half. And my schedule was so booked that I literally did not have time to go to Transylvania. But I took a lot of pictures of like the old foundations of some of the castles and stuff out there, that of some of the structures are still up, so I took a bunch of pictures of that and of the city and of Old Town. A lot of good if you're into photography and everything, man, a lot of good footage to take out there.
Oh wow.
Right,
Okay. Yeah,
shout out
because
to
I
Sean
heard
Cap.
about the castles. Yeah.
Yeah, the castles are beautiful, and real quick, let me just mention something about the castles. That was a huge eye opener to me, because when you actually go there and you actually feel, the foundation of those castles and how they're still, and how structure, certain parts of the castle, the structures are still standing to this day. And when you just look at it and you feel it, it gives you a sense of appreciation of just just architecture back in that day. And it humbled me. It humbled me. It really made me grateful more than just enjoying the party aspect and the social aspect out there. So yeah,
Thanks for that, brother. Shout out to Limo Pedro for the £2 super chat. Shout out to Limo. Limo also cash apped me earlier on today. So shout out, bro, another regular supporter. What's up, brother? It's just shout out to IP. Keep up the good. Thank you, bro. I'm gonna keep on dropping this classic intel for you, brothers. Brothers, feel free to call in. We've got a lot of space in the panel. Eric has taken the time out to drop such valuable intel. But while we wait for brothers to call in, Sean Camp, you have any further questions, brother?
Just one more. How now, as far as like, were you basically using your card over there most of the time, or did you exchange money, or you just basically use your card most of the time?
good question. Those are good questions. Let me just actually make sure. You said, was I using my card or cash? Like, what was
Yes.
using most of the time? Okay. Yeah, that's a good question. Initially, I was kind of hesitant about using my bank card out there, because I was just like, oh, shoot, like, I don't want to, deal with no hiccups. So initially, I started using cash, and that wasn't an issue or anything. Didn't come across no issues. And then throughout the time there, I ended up using my card for one thing, and everything worked fine. And so I started using my card more. So initially I started using cash, and then I transitioned into using card more.
And just a note for brothers out there, man, if you can get a Charles Schwab account and get a card with them, because they don't charge any fees. Like if you go to an ATM in any country, they do not charge any fees. if you get like a child swab debit card or anything. So that's just, something I wanted to drop on everybody.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
brother. Much appreciated. Shout out to Sean Camp. Okay. Shout out to Suo1987 for the $2 super chat. Great stream, guys. Better than watching Netflix. Shout out, brother. And brother, shout out to brother Suo. But brother, you should not be watching Netflix, in my opinion. There's a lot of agendas being pushed on there on Netflix. A lot of alternative agendas. And also, bro, it's a waste of your time, brother. Use that time to learn a new language, better yourself, learn about traveling, learn about a new skill that would benefit your life. I'm seeing brothers watching Netflix for 9 hours a day. Sorry, brothers. A new show comes out, they drop all episodes at one, and brothers are actually watching 10 episodes in one day. And that's 10 hours of your time, brothers. That 10 hours, you could have been learning Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Russian, But shout out to Suo, bro. Hopefully this channel will open your mind even further. And Suo is also another regular supporter. Much appreciated, brother. Brothers, call in. There's a lot of space in the panel. Where are all the callers? Where's all the callers at? Brothers, call in. Measures Up is still here. Drop intel. You want to speak on anything further, bro? Measures Up?
No, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. We were able to, run down a bunch of, important information, great intel so far. So if you guys have anything, feel free, man. I'll answer them the best way I can.
Thank you, brother. If you brothers cannot call in, you must super chat or cash up your questions, and Measures Up will answer your questions if you can't call in. If you don't want to do that way, then call in. So the two options to call in, you can call in. Sorry, two options to get your questions. Sorry, two options to get your questions answered. I'm tired, man. Sorry, brothers. First one is call in. Second one is cash app or super chat your questions. Let me bring in the legend, Thomas Demahin. How you doing, Thomas?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Not too bad, brother. Not too bad. I'm good, bro. You okay?
Yeah, all good, man. What's up, Measures Up, man? How you doing, brother?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
All good, man. As well, I just wanted to ask, is it necessary to speak Romanian when visiting Romania, or is English all right?
So I think this question was asked a little earlier, and you're going to how can I put this? It just kind of all depends on what you want, I think how I answered it was if you're just trying to go to Romania and you're just trying to have a great experience, you can care less, about going back or something like that, something along those lines, then, I think English will be completely fine, but if you're trying to get something a little bit more out of Romania, and I feel like there's a lot, to be honest with you, I feel like just the whole country of Romania is like a hidden jewel that I think people are just now starting to discover. But if you want more out of Romania, I would strongly suggest you at least get to an intermediate level, and a treasure trove of benefits I think will be provided for you at that point. So it just all depends on what you want at the end of the day.
Oh, cool. Have you ever been to Transylvania?
No. So I had planned on it, when I went out to Bostrov, but I didn't realize it was an hour and a half, outside of Bostrov, further north, I believe. And once I finally came to that, understanding, I was so busy, I didn't have time to get into another Uber and all that stuff. So I ended up not going to Transylvania. No, that was one of my biggest regrets. The next time I'll make sure I do that.
So Romanian women, they're very beautiful. I just want to know what's their opinion, what's their impression on thought culture.
You know what? That was a subject matter that I didn't really bring up. It wasn't really brought up, so I didn't really dive into that. Even the person who I'm still talking to kind of right now, that's you know, because I'm not getting any of those cues or anything. And I think, you know, maybe one of these days, if we're still talking and stuff like that, and we're still building, you know, that conversation will come up. But I didn't really have that conversation, you know, or so I can't really give you insight on that.
Is Romania very safe for brothers?
Absolutely, especially like, you know, I strongly advise that brothers start out in Bucharest or Mostrov, more Bucharest, just because I think that will be a good initial starter. And I went solo, you know, and I felt really safe, you know. Um, I mean, I told you about a couple of situations where I got on the train, I had a camera on me, you know, all that, and I was a little shaky, but I mean, not like fearing for my life, you know, shaking or anything like that. But no, I felt very safe in Bucharest and Romania. And like I mentioned, you know, some of the nights I, you know, um, some of the nights that I was hanging out all the way into like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I was seeing women, you know, like quality women, like with one or two of their friends still talking, playing with their phones, hanging out or whatever at those times. So it's pretty safe. It's pretty safe.
Okay.
Thank you very much, brother.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Shout out to Thomas Demahin for the great questions. Thank you, brother. Let me bring in Dante Guerno. Yes.
Thank you very much.
How you doing, brother?
Hey, what's up, fam?
What's up, Dante, man? How you keeping? You okay? Dante Guerno. Yes. Ooh.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, Dante, I hear you in the background. Do you have me?
What's going on? Hey, can you guys hear me?
What the? Yeah, bro. But I heard feedback. Yeah, Dante, I hear you in the background. Do you have me?
What's going on? Hey, can you guys?
I heard feedback, bro. Yeah, bro. You got feedback on your end, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. What's up?
So, what you should do? So, do you have me on YouTube as well? You need to mute the stream on YouTube and just rely on StreamYard, brother. That's what's up. Yeah. I think you fixed it, bro. How you keeping, brother? Brother. Yeah, bro. I think your stream's.
I don't know.
lagging
He's
behind me,
having
bro.
issues.
Yeah. All right. Dante, you need to drop off. What's going on? Dante, can you hear me, bro? Oh, Dante, can you drop off the StreamYard, then jump back in, brother? I think you've got some streaming issues, bro. So drop off and drop back in, bro. I'll add you straight away, brother. Okay. All right, bro. So you need to drop off the stream panel. So if you close your StreamYard link, that's it, bro. All right, fantastic. All right. Wow, this stream has been a classic. So tomorrow, what do I have tomorrow? So I think tomorrow I've got a stream on. I've got, is it Czech Republic or is it France? It's one of those countries, or Germany. So that should be very interesting. We got a brother who went out there recently, got some new intel for us. So that should be very good. Dante, I want to speak to you about. So you would say that Romania is a predominantly white country. So you wouldn't come across like Asian women, Japanese, you know, maybe some Brazilian, Colombian women, no?
No, like if you guys are interested in, you know, in those type of women and stuff like that, it'd be pointless to go to Romania. It'd be pointless.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. We'll have to make that trip to Asia if you want that. We want it from the source. What about like a mixed race woman, like half black, half Romanian woman, or like half Asian, half Romanian woman? Speak on that, bro.
You know what? And surprisingly, I didn't see a lot of that either. But I did see a couple of like mixed, like black, you know, and Romanian. I saw a couple of those, but you know, even with the whole mix, you know, factor, you know, you don't see a lot of that, you know.
Okay, interesting.
And you know, and that's kind of appealing to me because it's like, you know, you're practically getting the source, you know.
we want we want the sauce, man. The sauce, you know, the tomato sauce or tomato sauce. Yeah, I want that tomato sauce. Or we say tomatoes, but we want that tomato sauce. So that should be very interesting. You want to say something, Thomas?
You want tomato sauce? What about barbecue sauce, man? Nice barbecue sauce, man.
Hey, I like barbecue sauce. You know, it's all,
You mentioned Asia, fam. I have to say this, man. Asian women for the win, fam. You brothers here want your Latinas here. Latinas are sexy and all that, yeah.
No,
but like
Thomas.
brother Theo said, Asians improve the soul, fam. Japanese women.
Wait
Sorry,
for the stream. Hey, you brothers, you're going mad over this thing. I'm gonna have to cancel that stream, man. I'm gonna have to cancel it. You're going mad over it, man. I didn't know it was gonna be this bad.
Japanese black women, yum.
Yum.
Facts. Hey, Theo, call in, man. Theo, call in, man. What are you doing in the background, Theo, man? Theo WAF, you better call in, brother. Come on, man. And where's Dante as well? Dante, what's going on, brother? Call in, brother. Emma Radu, yeah, she's yeah. That Emma chick, yeah. I watched the US Open final. Those two girls were, oof. Damn. Okay. Dante, what's up, brother?
Hey, can you hear me better?
Loud and clear, brother. Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, man, I can hear you loud and clear. What's up with the family?
Hey, I'm good, bro. I want to say a huge thank you for introducing Measures Up to this channel, bro. Thank you, bro. But bro, how did you come across my channel in the first place? I've seen your name before, but I didn't know. Are you a long-time viewer? Are you new? Speak on that, bro.
Yeah, I've been a long-time viewer. That's funny how I stumbled upon you. I can't really recall how it happened, but I've always been a fan of just abroad, what's going on in different countries. And I've actually studied Spanish for a while, so I'm quite familiar with the language. But yeah, I just always had a fascination for traveling. And it's just always been a huge thing that I liked. So I don't know. I guess maybe one of the suggestions and YouTube suggested you to me, and I checked you out, and I was just like, whoa, this guy right here. This is the one. This is it right here. Like, yeah, when I heard you, I was like, whoa, man, this guy, he's speaking my language. So yeah, ever since then, I told my brother about it, and yeah, my brother's been like, as you see, my brother's been like, he's been crazy. He's been insane with it. Like, I mean, like taking a random trip to Romania, he's taking an aggressive approach to it, I have to say. But yeah, no, that's kind of how it came about. That's kind of how the whole movement started. Just glad to be part of the family.
That's what's up, brother. This is our space. This is for educated brothers who have their heads screwed on straight. This is not for the Puka and Ray Rays, the thugs, the Tyrons. This is not for them. They need to go away. This is for brothers like us, you know, because we need to change the whole image of brothers worldwide, you know. When they see brothers like us in a suit, we walk through, they're going to be like, oh, wow, I want that person. I want him. And, you know, ladies will be like, oh, ladies will be like all over you. And that's what we want, you know. And, I'm showing brothers that there's a whole different world out there for many brothers, and brothers need to know. Just get your passport, and all will be good. It's crazy, bro.
It is. And what we're doing here, this family right here, is doing big things, and I see it turning into something much bigger. Like, you really got something going on here.
Thank you very much, bro. Much appreciated. You know, this is our movement for educated brothers. I mean, for white collar brothers, for blue collar brothers. This is our movement. You know, it's time for us to shine. It's time for us to actually be valuable to women worldwide. You know, you got women in Japan that are checking for us, in Russia, in Ukraine, you know, in Romania. But Dante, I'm guessing I'm guessing you're well traveled yourself, bro.
I'm sorry?
I'm guessing you're well traveled yourself, brother.
Not as travel, I would have to say, as my brother. I have to say he's been a little bit more aggressive as far as taking it across the states. like abroad. I've never been abroad. I've never been outside the United States. I know. I got my passport. I'm just waiting to get my second vaccination. I'm good to go.
Okay, bro. Yes, that's what I want to hear. What country you going to first, brother?
Oh, that's a good question. I was thinking about BC.
Oh, Vancouver. Oh, yeah.
Vancouver.
Yes.
That's always been one of my go-to places. That's always been one. But other than that, probably I was thinking either Costa Rica or Colombia. Like I said, I'm pretty well spoken in Spanish. I understand it pretty well. So that was an area I was really looking into. And also Japan.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Forget about Costa Rica. Japan is it, fam. Team Japan. I know. Team Asia. Team Asia.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of going with. I mean, Terry. That's the motivator right there with the Japan thing. I mean, that's crazy on what he has to say about it. Yeah, I'm really looking into Japan. Japan is actually my go-to, but also some Latin American countries. I also want to check out Brazil. I'm not really trying to be all over the place like that, but yeah, Latin America and Japan, definitely.
Facts, bro. I love hearing that. You definitely do well in those places, especially in Vancouver.
That as well, most definitely.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy over there for you brothers in Vancouver. I'm telling you, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
Shout out to Sean Camp.
Shout out to Sean Camp. Yeah, I'm gonna bring in Sean Camp. Is he? No, I think it's the other Sean that's in Vancouver. I forgot his name. But I'll get him back on.
No, that's Ukamik Goodbar. He up there.
Yeah. Ukamik Goodbar. Yeah, he's a brother, also called Sean as well. But he's a brother who has all the intel in Vancouver. Legend. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you, it's a different world out there in Vancouver and Montreal, bro. If you can make that trip to Montreal as well while you're in Canada and Victoria, okay. I'm hearing good things about Victoria. I'm still gathering intel about Victoria, but I'm hearing that Victoria in BC is a crazy place for brothers to go to. They're checking heavy for brothers there. Heavy.
I got one other question actually about Canada. What about Nova Scotia?
I've heard that as well, but my intel isn't too solid on that. I need to speak to more brothers about that. But I know for a fact, right? It's Vancouver, it's Montreal, and I'm hearing very good things about Victoria, BC. They're checking heavy.
Oh yeah, right.
So, so if you can travel to those 3 places, bro, you can have a great time. Give yourself a month, 3 weeks, 1 week in each place. 1 week in Vancouver, 1 week in Montreal, and 1 week in Victoria, bro. You're gonna be like, I ain't going back to the US. I ain't going back to America.
It's only a 2-hour flight from where we're at.
Oh yeah, are you brothers in Seattle?
No, we're in California. We're in Northern California.
Oh man, get out of California, man. Them California chicks, they're something else, man. They're too liberal.
They're
liberal state.
California is the devil's playground. You know, it's what's ruining America. All the females are coming from California. You know, they're bringing their ultra liberal policies. They're throwing their box around. You know, they got purple, blue hair. You know, they got all that feminism nonsense. And you get out of California, brothers. But tell me more about San Diego. I'm hearing good things about San Diego, brothers. You know?
No, San Diego, it's good. I mean, you're still in the States. It's good. It's good. And I think my brother can vouch for that too. Like, you're gonna have to maneuver through. I mean, it's just like everywhere else. Maneuver through the bad and get to the good. But San Diego's good. San Diego's good. I like it personally. I like San Diego. I like North County, like north of the city, like Oceanside, Carlsbad, Encinitas, Escondido, all them places. So yeah, no, I like if you're on your purpose, it's perfect. You're focused. You're not easily distracted. You're not trying to seek thrills, so to speak. Like, in your focus, perfect place. Perfect.
Okay, and are they checking for brothers there in San Diego?
Yeah, Yeah. I mean, because you got to deal with the stigma as well. There's the stigma as well that's prevalent. So they are, but I think you got to be more proactive. You got to be the initiator. You got to really be assertive, because everybody's going to be in their shell. They're not going to really, exploit like their interest in you. You got to find it. It's like finding the gem, like almost.
What stigma are you referring to, Dante?
Stigma is then like, black people all gangsters, like, like they're here to use you, here to exploit you. Yeah, all those negative connotations. And
Yeah, I think San Diego's
social engineering.
San Diego's gonna have to be a pass for me.
yeah,
In fact, California is a whole pass for me. I think brothers would do well. Actually, no, forget America, brothers, bro. Dante measures up.
yeah,
I agree.
Man. Forget about America, man. Keeping it real, avoid American women, avoid UK women if you're from the UK. It's over, bro. It's over. But although I would admit that American brothers would do well in the UK, but they're not wifeable in my opinion. You don't want to wife a Western chick. You want to wife a foreign chick, Yeah, bro. My channel is here for you, brothers. All the intel is there for you. I got Ukraine, Japan, Costa Rica, Croatia, Germany, brothers. It's all here for you, brothers. Measures Up and Dante. So you're well equipped before going to these countries. You know what to wear, how to act, and it's all validated by different people. So all is good, brothers. All is good. Jesse, can you remove that post regarding the BW, please? Let's not say that. I don't want anyone coming after my channel. Delete your post, Jesse, and just say BW, but don't write the whole name of Black. All right, Jesse, remove that post, brother. I don't want to time you out, bro. So carry on. I've got a new caller, Jay Takashi. What's up, Jay Takashi?
How you doing, IP?
How you doing, bro? It looks like you just woke up from a long sleep. You okay?
Yeah. Sorry, I was doing it I work 2 jobs. It's a pain.
Oh wow.
But yeah.
Get it, Jay.
Yo.
Get it.
Hey man, listen. Anything to build your value up, and also to find the woman that we want to get, man. By the way.
Yes,
right,
bro.
Jay.
Hey, Jay, you're working hard, bro. Trust me, Jay. You have a community here, bro, that will encourage you, bro. I know brothers in America are going through a lot. And I can tell, brother, you are not a stereotypical brother. You're not a thug, a Pookie, or Ray Ray, or a Tyrone. You're just a normal brother, and you're not respected in your own community. But guess what? In this community here, bro, we respect and back educated brothers. So, bro, whenever you feel down, bro, give me a call on IG or Twitter, DM me, or write a post in the Facebook group. Brothers will be supporting you, bro. Okay, so don't feel down. You got a community here, bro, that wants you to thrive, succeed, and get you that dime foreign woman. It's okay, brother. Okay, so put a smile on your face. Put a smile on your face.
Put a smile on your face. Hey man, listen, I gotta do it every day at work. So, but I do is that I just know there's a space for us to be here and actually talk to ways of building ourselves up, but also also rising up to what we're supposed to be, not like what people in the society think we should be. Like, screw that. Yeah. I've always been a big advocator of especially all the brothers here, which I respect to all y'all for coming in for IP. Yeah, like I said, at least he actually gives a care about us. So that actually means a lot coming from him, of all people. Yeah. So to the topic you guys were talking about, what he just said earlier, like, just it's hard being yourself around certain things. Like, you gotta actually have game and actually talk to Romanian women for the most part, and you can't just go in and be like, I don't think it would be the same approach as if you were approaching an Asian woman. So it's like a whole different, like, I would say, like a whole can of worms that you'll have to, like, just put yourself out there and actually speak to one of them. So let me ask you, is it like super difficult, or would you just chalk it up to like just a matter of confidence?
For like the cold call approach, or like just going out on the
cold
streets?
approach.
Yeah. Oh, the cold approach. Excuse me. I keep saying cold call. I don't know why. But
No, it's cool. I know what you meant by cold call.
Okay. You said, is it like a factor of confidence? And what was that other thing you said?
I said a factor of confidence, and also of knowing how to approach it, like either cold or non-cold.
So, I'm gonna keep it real, Jay. You go out there and you have confidence. I mean, a cold approach or the cold approach. Some of the approaches I mentioned, they're all going to work for you. You know what I mean? Okay. So I guess I was just kind of like coming from a standpoint of like, it could just be maybe a little bit. I'm trying to think of words on how I can explain this still, or find a word on how I can explain it. Because you're dealing with the kind of like a different culture. You're in Eastern Europe. I don't have enough intel on how they respond so much to the cold approach, and so that's why I guess I'm leaning more towards leverage an event, go to some of these venues, appearance, because I don't have enough intel to be able to understand them enough to be able to decipher how well they respond to the cold approach. If that makes sense. Okay.
No. I hear what you're saying. It's just more likely to meet up to be a revenue or meet up at an event in order to like interact with one of them. Okay.
You just might not have to deal with so many barriers right off the bat, because they'll be like, because the language and who are you? I don't know. I'm just assuming, like I said, but 120% confidence, you'll break through all those.
Oh, okay. Now, I wasn't here for the earlier portion, but like, you visited Romania?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was in Bucharest and I was in Bostrov.
Oh, okay. Well, let me ask you, how were those places in comparison to like any other place you've been to?
So this was my first Eastern Europe trip, and it blew my expectations. I didn't really know what to expect, but I did not expect the experience I got when I went there. It was great. It was great. I mean, how I was treated, and then. Our dollar is pretty strong too. So like you go there with some good spending money, you're going to definitely be able to spend. Like I was giving some of the biggest tips. I was ordering practically everything off the menu. I was giving tax. I don't think I mentioned that in the podcast, and I'm kind of going off track a little bit, but that's also another perk is that the currency conversion rate's pretty strong in our favor.
Okay, so it's very similar to like Canada, or if we went to the Philippines, our dollar is like much stronger over there than it would be in. Okay, all right. Okay, well that's actually good news.
It's fairly cheap, brothers. Romania is a fairly cheap country for right now. I mean, it's starting to get on the map, but it's fairly cheap, brothers. You guys go there with 1,000, maybe a couple more. You guys will be able to have a great time.
Oh, okay.
With practically no limitations, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like you'll be able to practically buy anything, purchase anything, give mad tips, or whatever, and not really feel that dent as if you were in the States or Europe.
All right, brother. I got one last question for you. What was the biggest standout for you going over there? If you had to like put one thing that besides, I mean, of course, a woman would be part of it, but
right.
What was the one thing that stood out to you over there?
The one thing that stood out to me right off the bat, and everything was the way they drive. Oh my God, it's crazy. I'm telling you,
the way they drive.
The way they drive. Like that was the first thing that stuck out because they drive crazy and aggressive. the taxi drivers, the regular drivers, the roundabouts that they have. It's crazy. So that was the first thing that stuck out to me.
Okay. Well, that many people tell me many things of what stands out. Normally, like it's the scenes and stuff, but you're telling me it was the way they drive. I ain't never heard that before.
You have to be in Romania to really understand what I'm saying when I mean that. It is crazy. I've never experienced anything like that in the States here.
Oh, okay.
Like I've driven plenty of times through LA. You know how crazy LA can be and all that.
Yep.
Dude.
Bucharest pops it.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah.
They seem like they get on self-awareness over there. Is what it sounds like. Your speed. Okay.
Shout out to Jay Takashi for the questions, bro. Do you have any more questions, bro? Or should I come back to you afterwards? Okay.
No, I think you pretty much answered them for the most part. Like I said, I'll just be myself now. Appreciate it.
I'll come back to you afterwards, Jay, okay? I'm seeing brothers speak about Japan. I will say this, bro. Japan is a country that is for us. You know, leaving aside the whole Asia versus Latina debate. If you're speaking about, all right, hold on, man, put yourself. Oh my goodness, hey, you're a joker. Measures up, bro. If you're speaking about what's happening in Japan regarding the whole dynamics between the males and the females there, we must use that to our advantage. So if there's a bunch of lonely Japanese women there, that's where we come in, brothers, right? That's when the educated brothers pack up, wear a suit, get their briefcases, head down there to Japan, and then we start meeting these dime 10 out of 10 Japanese women, and all is good, you know? Brothers, I'm telling you, man, let me bring in, I've seen a half Japanese, half Latina woman. I've also seen half black, half Japanese women, and they are flipping gorgeous, and they're checking heavy for brothers. What, Thomas?
It's time to conquer Japan. It's time to conquer. It's our hotspot.
It's our hotspot, especially for edge. No, we don't want no Tyrones there. I'm making very clear. We don't want no Vicky Ray Rays, no Tyrones, no idiots, no sagging pants wearing dudes. We don't want
no
that.
Simps as well.
No Simps as well.
Pookie and Rary, Tyrone Simps, stay in the West. Stay there.
Stay in America. Stay with Keisha. You know, she's all yours. She's all yours. Let me bring in the legendary Mr. J Bones. You know, it's been a minute. Hey, what's up, J Bones? How you doing, brother?
Oh man, I feel like my skin is crawling with all this these losers from Team Asia up here. I just don't know how to. All these damn losers from Team Asia make my skin crawl. I don't even know why. I don't get it, man. IP, I just don't get it, man. I just don't understand. I mean,
it's a femininity, but let's not go into that too much. That's gonna be my point in the stream. I'm gonna go harp on femininity for Asian women. That's my point, but I'm gonna leave it to the streaming 2 weeks. All right, Jay Bones, how you finding the live stream so far?
Yeah, man, great job, bro. I think this one was really great because you know we hit somewhere that we never hit before. You know, it's like if you brothers need to check out, you know, I'm glad that Measures Up mentioned one very important thing. He said that if you boys are there, you're going to have to target places like Romania. You boys are going to have to target it when there's a festival. It's kind of like going to Croatia. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going to have to target it when there's a festival there. That's the best time to target it. You know, you can go there. You can go to Bucharest. Bucharest is a really nice spot. It's a very, very nice place. It's a really, really nice spot. It's it has a lot of features. One of the best things that you can definitely enjoy about Bucharest is the historical features there. It's because you know it was in Romania was basically part of the middle of a lot of aggressive nature back in the history time. So it's a great place to be. But you boys need to target it only when there's usually when there's a festival. You can go there when there's not a festival, but you'll get an abundance of women. You basically get a lot. You'll get a lot. You'll get the Armenians, you'll get the Latvians, you get the women coming in from Lithuania. You know, you can get a whole bunch going on over there. But yeah, this
Have
is
you been there
good. This is
before,
good.
J-Bones?
Yeah, when I was in college, we actually left Czech Republic to go to Romania, but I didn't spend too much time there. We only there for like 3 or 4 days, but it's a really great spot. We went to Bucharest, but back in the day, you didn't need to go to Brosov. You just needed to be in Bucharest because Bucharest is basically where all the party and all the action was happening.
Fantastic intel, brother. Measures up. Do you mind typing up Bostrov in the live stream chat, please? Just so brothers know how to spell it, because I don't know. Thank you, bro. Yeah, carry on, J-Bones. Oh, you good on that, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm not going to take up too much of the space, man. Just Team Latina checking in. That's all.
Shout
Team
out to
Latina checking in,
J-Bones.
bro.
Let me bring in Kingu Kitsune, another legend. What's up, Kingu?
Good evening, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
All good, brother. How are you, bro? You okay?
Yep, I'm doing fantastic. Fantastic indeed. Also want to say this, I'm sorry, Mr. J Bones, but another team major guy. It's our team.
Come on, man. Brothers, it's too much. Wait for the stream.
I'm sorry.
Wait for the stream, please. Wait for the stream in 2 weeks. Wait for the stream.
Yeah, IP, man. I'm gonna drop off and leave, man. All these team major losers up here making my skin crawl. I think I'm gonna drop off. I'll see you guys later, man.
All right, see you,
can I just say something real quick? I just want to say something real quick. Hey, J Bones, shout out to you, man, for stressing about leveraging going to Romania. You're going to want to go to an event or something to leverage your visit in Romania. I'm glad that you stressed that because I think that's one of the biggest. That's why I saw so much success is because I was able to leverage it. So I just appreciate you with your experience with Romania that you stress that as well.
It's a good thing. Just to add on to it, it's just a good thing that you boys follow that route as far as going to the festival. And the reason why, what's his name? Measures didn't mention this, but I'm gonna tell you something strange, IP. The reason why they're actually checking for brothers heavy in Romania is because Romania is right next to Armenia, and what's going on in Eastern Europe right now is that they're having the little Kim Kardashian movement. See, the Kardashian black male movement has basically opened up brothers to the whole world. So when you guys go there, they're looking at brothers in a very luxurious form. They're looking at us as very lavish. So, you boys get clean cut, get your papers straight, make sure you're not going over there with their saggy pants and, snapback hats and the gold chains. Yeah, don't do that hood stuff. Don't do that hood stuff, man. If you drop off and you boys are looking real good, trust me. Like I said, by the end of this movement, the biggest problem we're gonna have is what women we're gonna pick out of. I'm not telling you boys to go to Japan. I'm not telling you boys to go to Colombia. I'm not telling you boys to go anywhere. I'm just saying that by the end of this situation, the biggest problem you're gonna have is basically trying to pick what woman you're going to want to pick. That's pretty much just it.
Yo, so what's happening in do you have any intel on Armenia? Does anyone have any intel on Armenia, the country itself? What's happening there in terms of them checking for brothers? Speak on that, Jay. I haven't been there before, but
I've met some of them here, and especially in New York. There's a huge Armenian community in New York, and California is actually low key ran by Armenian people. A lot of people actually don't know that. Yeah, like a lot of California is pretty much owned by the Armenians. But the idea for it is that I met some of them when I was in college in Bucharest. They're pretty good, but as far as settling down with them, that's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. They're not really wife material. A lot of them are just for fun. But I would rather go for the Romanians than actually go for the Armenians. The Armenians are a lot more pretty. They're way prettier. They're way more beautiful than Romanian chicks. Way more pretty than Romanian chicks. But I'd rather go for the Romanians because they're a lot more wife material. Basically, I would say that.
Oh, thanks for that intel, J Bones. Much appreciated, brother. So Kingu Kitsune, did you have any questions for Measures Up?
Yeah, I have several questions, if I may, Mr. IP. First, my first question is this: say if I go to Romania, and I see that beautiful Romanian woman, I approach her and stuff. We start talking here and there. would it be rude of me to like bring up like say something like, "Hey, can we go to Dracula's castle or anything?" You know, because the whole Transylvania, Vladimir, you know, that type of thing. Like, I want to do that. Would you make it mad?
So no, that I think if if she's already feeling you and you're already kind of getting that connection right off the bat, I mean that could just be the closer right there, But if you guys are in Bucharest, that's like a 3-hour, 4-hour drive. So I mean, you guys have plenty of time to get to know each other on the way. So I mean, so yeah, pretty much, if you're building a connection with her, like, it might be a little far, but I'm sure it can work. I don't see it being a problem. We're a rarity, so like you got to understand, like she's feeling you. She realizes this might be her only chance.
Oh my. Okay. Second question. Where can I get that Hattie hat?
You know what? It's crazy, man, because this hat's kind of like custom. It was like a original cowboy hat, and then I bent it down and formed it into my own little style. So, fortunately, you're not going to be able to buy this at a store.
Aww.
Let's go.
All right. My final question. My final question is this. So, if I were to go to Romania, per se, like, will the locals, i.e., the Romanian men, will they, like, come at me in a hostile manner? Will it be, like, curious, just like, or is they, like, friendly?
So, I think you're going to get more of the, just looking at you, curious, but ain't going to do nothing, and that's why I also tell brothers, like, don't go out there and try to be reckless. I know most on this page don't probably have that issue, but like, don't try to do anything that's going to provoke anyone to want to do anything. So if you're hollering at girls, dude, holler at girls, but don't be rambunctious, immature about it in certain ways that could offend others. You know what I mean? So yeah. All they're gonna do is just stare. They're just gonna stare. If you're uncomfortable with them staring because they're jocking your style, they're mad, and they don't know how to take it, so they're just staring. So if you can handle that, you should have nothing to worry about.
Okay. One more question. If I walk up to a woman, right, and what if I ask her, like, "Hey, are you a vampire by any chance? Romanians and Van Helsing or anything, like, you know what I'm saying?" Just,
well, I mean, it's just like this, man. That might sound corny to some of us, or it might be like, what are you doing? But to be honest with you, that could very well work. That could very well work. I mean, really? It very well could work, because we have to understand that we are our values. You go out there, you're on point, you're handling your business, you're doing what you need to do in life, period. You are of value when you get out there. When you step foot out there, you're of value. Your money is worth almost triple theirs. You know what I mean? Like, so you have value. So even though, I mean, I might be like, man, that won't work. It very well could work. Your appearance, how you look, how you're navigating. Yes. We are a prize, brothers. Literally, we're the prize.
All right. Any more questions, bro?
No further questions, Your Honor. I'm going to Romania.
Let's go.
Let's go. Awesome, bro. I think I'm going to end the stream, but I'm going to go through everyone for the last closing statement. Before I do that, let me just, again, the Facebook group, brothers, if you're not part of it, I suggest that you join the Facebook group. If you're not following me on Twitter, I strongly suggest you follow me on Twitter, just so you can DM me any questions and see the updates I post regarding my channel. Brothers, don't miss out on that opportunity. Last but not least, brothers, where is brothers? I'm also on Instagram as well, brothers. So, follow me on Instagram. What is that noise? Send me a DM, brothers, and I'll reach out to you again, brothers. Now, I don't know why it keeps freezing. This computer is almost done for. Damn it. What's going on with my computer? All right, brothers, give me a second. Sorry, brothers. I don't know what's happening here. Acting up. Ah, come on, man. Jeez. All right. Okay, so let me bring in Thomas, J Bones, Sean M, and everyone can say the last statement, starting from Dante Gurno. What's your last statement, brother? You're on mute, brother. You're on mute. You need to unmute yourself, brother. I think you're on mute.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Loud and clear, brother.
Okay, I want to say I appreciate fam for the info. Jamar, as always, man, you're a gunner. Man, I got to catch up with you. You need to slow it down. No, not really. But like real talk, this has been very inspirational. Every time I watch your live streams, I hear the info. I hear the, the other family members that is coming on board, sharing their info, sharing their questions. I'm getting good insight from every angle is what I'm saying. So I really appreciate it. And I look forward to growing with you guys. So that's pretty much it, man. I look forward to the next stream, just keeping this communication alive, sharing the info, sharing the intel, growing. This is it. This is it right here. This is it.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Dante. And brothers, before I end the stream, again, feel free to cash up some donations or super chat some donations or questions or any answers you want measures up to answer for you, brothers. That'd be much appreciated. Jay Takashi, do you have any last words, brother?
Yeah, I got like two. Measures up. I appreciate your intel, man. It means a lot. It actually helping brothers out there to like actually bag us a wife in the near future. That actually helps. And thank you for actually leaving hope out there for us. So that means a lot to me right there. And I guess the last question I'll have for you is, what was the food like in Romania? If you don't mind answering that.
So they're heavily. A lot of their foods is has a lot of pork, and beef. So I don't really eat pork like that. So
I don't either.
Yeah. So that's kind of like the thing you gotta really navigate through in Romania, because a lot of their dishes incorporate pork. So, but yeah, beef and pork, meat in general is like one of their main dishes with any type of foods. They always like to have a lot of meat on it. So just navigating through if you don't eat pork, like you just said you don't and I don't, that would be the biggest thing you would have to navigate through. But the food is good. But overall, the food is good. I had a good time and I had a lot of good meals. I enjoyed a lot of good food.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Because like I said, because I'm working out and I cannot be eating any pork anymore because of like we know what happens with pigs and stuff. So
man, good, Jay. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, now beef is okay every once in a blue moon, but not as like pork. You just can't eat it.
Yeah. So, I agree. I don't mess with pork. Yeah.
Okay, because the reason why I did ask you about the food is because that was one of the biggest things when I go down there. Like, what? Not like a main dish to eat, but it's just like what can I navigate to eat around from what you from what you just.
So you won't have trouble navigating. You just are going to want to make sure you keep your eyes open, in terms of your selection to make sure it doesn't have pork.
Okay. All right, man. I appreciate it for the intel, man. You have a wonderful night.
You too, Jay.
That helps.
Thank you for those questions, Jay Takashi. Jay Bones, do you have any last statements, brother?
What's up, guys? Am I coming in clear?
Loud and clear, bro.
Yes, sir, man. We did it again. Champion. IP, I can hear it in your voice. I think you're a little bit under the weather over there.
Yeah, I'm just a bit tired.
Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it in your voice. As soon as the stream started, I said either this guy's got a cold or he's really, really tired. But that's why I be trying to tell the brothers before, man. IP is working triple hard. I mean, even if he's getting 3-4 hours of sleep. So whether it's the Cash App or it's a super chat, you brothers make sure. I mean, even something is making sure, please, after the show, when the YouTube stream is done, comment in the comment section so we can get this, the numbers up and we can get the stream moving and we can support the channel. If even if you don't, send in money, at least comment in after the show. So, IP is working really hard to bring us what we need as far as information and what you boys need as information. I'm unfortunately I'm off the market at the moment, but you guys keep working hard. You guys keep working hard. Measures up. I'm really happy, bro. I'm glad you had a great time over there in Romania. I want to see my brothers happy because the truth about it is that we are in this fight by ourselves. And I keep on repeating that. It sounds scary, but yes, we are in this fight by ourselves. And, the only option we have now is that at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, we're going to have to confirm that, the woman for us is going to be overseas. So you guys keep it up. Keep it up with the great work. Keep it up with the hard work. And, we're going to do it again tomorrow. I hope you guys are keeping safe. I hope everybody's keeping well. And as always, oh, I have an announcement. I'm sorry, IP. I just wanted to point out that we did the polling on the Facebook group, and Team Latina is still up by 13 votes. So I just wanted to let everybody know that we're winning by 50%. So thanks a lot, guys. Go Team Latina.
Shout out to Jay Bowles, man. I appreciate the kind words, but especially the part where he said, brothers, comment. Brothers, please comment when this video drops. And in the meantime, brothers, I dropped a Portugal video yesterday. If you've not watched the video in full or liked the video, please do so. Let's get that video pushed out through the YouTube algorithm, just so brothers can find out what the channel is and we can save a lot of educated brothers. Because again, this movement it's not for everyone, correct, but it's for educated brothers out there who need this as well. You need to understand there's options out there other than the West, and we can save them. So here's a video as well. As I posted in the live stream chat, click on it. Make sure you hit the like button. You watch the video in full. Comment, support. Again, the intel there is absolutely real. I've been to Portugal myself. I went there last year. I had a great time. So I know that the brother who gave me that intel is speaking facts. And Portugal is a great country. The women there are, a lot of them look very good. They've got that nice tan brown skin that some brothers love. So, I know brothers will love that. But shout out to J Bones. Who have I not said? Okay, Kingu Kitsune, please state your last statements, bro.
I have two statements. One, I appreciate you, Mr. IP, and you, Mr. Measures, for that amazing intel. So get me prepared, to go traveling overseas. I won't get, caught by the okie doke and whatnot. What to expect, saying, look left and right and stuff. And my second statement would be this, gentlemen, get your passports, get the likes up, support this channel. He is the last bastion for us brothers to go, be successful. Like, what I'm saying? Don't sleep on this. That's all.
All right, thank you for that, brother. That's a legend right there, Kingu Kitsune. Hope you're keeping well, brother. Sean M, do you have any last closing statements, brother?
Yeah, what's up, guys? I just wanted to drop in for a second. So everything that Eric was talking about is like 100% true. I actually know a Romanian girl from just randomly through the internet. We met and we've like FaceTime. She has me on Snap and everything. Beautiful. Like, yeah, brothers, trust me. Everything on this stream, it's 100% true. Like, they are bad, bro. Like, yeah. Between that, from my experience from knowing one, and then one of my best friends, he's ex-military. One of his guys that was in his I forgot what they call it, but in his group or whatever, he's actually married to a Romanian chick over in was it Bucharest or whatever. And had it not been for C-19, like we were headed over there because like he wanted to show me and my buddy like y'all need to see this. Like that's basically what he told us. He's like it's way different than the West when you come over here. Cause like I already knew because like I knew that chick, but like when I heard it from somebody that's like ex-military that's been around the world, protecting America, I was like, yeah, okay, it's definitely something there. So I just wanted to drop in and say that little piece.
Thanks for that, Sean M. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you, bro. Let me go on to Thomas. Keeps jumping back in and out. What's going on with you, Thomas? Are you there, brother? Thomas Demihin, are you there, brother? Thomas. Yeah, I think Thomas has some connection issues. While he fixes that, Measures Hub, brother. This has been a classic live stream, bro. Do you have any closing statements you want to stay on this, brother?
The parting statement I just pretty much want to make to all you brothers that were up on the panel, all the brothers that contributed, thank you guys. This is the movement. IP, provided us this platform for brothers like us that could all relate, with, where we could all relate, on a number of things, and we can all just educate each other. I mean, I just have to say this. What other YouTube channel has Black men given their intel, their experiences to other brothers to be able to allow them to be able to navigate through that city or town a lot better? And so you're not getting this from PBS or CBS is, well, so if you go to this place, no, we're actually
or the government.
or the government. We're actually getting this from brothers on the ground. IP, this is one of the most wonderful and most valuable things that we could possibly have. So the last thing I want to say, brothers, if you don't have your passport, get your passport.
Oh, thank you, brother. Again, great statement there to the legend that Measures Up. Thomas Demihin, are you there, brother?
Hey, bro, can you hear me? So my internet
Yeah,
is
bro, you
really
were
funny.
dropping in like Messi.
Yeah.
Do you have any closing statements, Thomas?
Absolutely. I have to say this this is what I love seeing. A group of educated brothers just, enjoying, the intel that give themselves all of the wisdom and knowledge and experience.
You dropped off, Thomas. Can you hear Thomas, everyone? Has he gone? Yeah, he's dropped off. That's a shame. Thomas. Shout out to Sean Camp for the $499 super chat. He says, thanks again, Measures Up. Great intel, great stream, and IP. Once again, appreciate all that you do. Blessings. Thank you, Sean Camp. Blessings to you too, brother. So I think, Thomas, are you still there, bro? All right. So, brothers, tomorrow, what's happening tomorrow? So, yeah, brothers, please make sure you go back to my channel and watch the Portuguese video, in full, and like the video, comment, please. And here it is on the live stream on chat. Please support, much appreciated. And then tomorrow, I think we have, what's happening tomorrow? Is it the French stream or the German stream or the Czech Republic stream? Let me just see, brothers. See what's happening tomorrow. So 26, we have, if all goes well, we're going to have the Czech Republic stream. So a brother recently came up from Czech Republic, going to give us some intel, boots on the ground intel regarding Czech women. I spoke to him directly about it. Oh, Czech women I think that might be another hotspot for brothers. I see I see Measures Up smiling. Czech Republic it is. Shout out to Jay Takashi for the $5 super chat. This is for you, IP and brothers. Oh, thank you, Jay Takashi. I see you with the Yu Hakusho AVI, bro. That's a brother right there. Let me bring in Thomas Demihin one last time. Carry on your statement, brother.
Sorry, brothers, man. My internet is just bad today. Or tonight. Yeah, brothers, thank you very much for this discussion, man. It's very helpful. And IP, another classic. Keep up the great work, bro.
Thank you, brother. Much appreciated, Thomas Demian. Thank you, bro. Jesse, can you remove the Asian chicks do not have? Let's keep it PG, yeah. You know, remove that comment off the live stream chat, Jesse. Asian chicks do not have that. Okay, brother. Let's keep it PG. Shout out to King James for the $2 super chat. He says, shout out to J Bones, Team Latina checking in. I think that's J Bones. King James, shout out to LeBron James. That's one of the best basketball players of all time. For me, I think Michael Jordan is still better. I don't know. It's hard. You know, I think it's. I'm going to put LeBron James on an equal standing with Michael Jordan, because although Michael Jordan won 6 NBA titles in a row with Chicago Bulls, LeBron James has won it 4 times with 3 different teams. 3 different teams. Only player in history to do that in the NBA. Jordan only won it 6 times with 1 team. To win the championship with 3 different teams, that's pretty GOAT status. So I wouldn't get angry if someone said LeBron James is the GOAT, because that is a very powerful accomplishment. That's why I would put LeBron James equal to Michael Jordan. The reason why I would only put Michael Jordan over LeBron James, because Michael Jordan, when he was playing back in the day, was very athletic. You know, the dunks, the speed, the athleticism. He was a crazy player back in the day. So that's the only reason why I would slightly put him over LeBron James. But when it comes to accomplishments, I feel like if you win the NBA championship 4 times with 3 different teams, that's a lot more harder to win it with 1 team 6 times. I may be wrong there, brothers, but I feel like, you know, to go different teams, it shows your value and how you are as a player. But so carrying on, tomorrow we're gonna have the Czech Republic stream. I can't wait for that. And then we're gonna also have Germany. We're gonna have France the day after, and then Germany is next week. Then we're gonna have making money, becoming a millionaire within 5 years. I can't wait for that. Black women's thoughts on educated black men leaving the black community. We're going to get a sister, a very intelligent sister, back on my channel to speak about that. So that should be very interesting. Okay, brothers, I'm going to put you on timeout. Sizzler 1986, getting a bit too... what's going on here? All right, I think that should end the stream, brothers. I want to say thank you to everyone. Measures up. You want to say anything else, bro? Are you good?
No, I'm good. Thank you for this opportunity, IP. Brothers, if you don't have your passport, get your passport.
Thank you, bro. Okay, brothers, I will see you all on the live stream tomorrow. Shout out to the guests, Measures Up again. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated. Reach out to me on IG, bro. Again, we'll speak later on, bro. And in the meantime, brothers, look after yourselves. And take it. Okay, shout out to Jay Takashi for the $5 super chat. Thank you, brother. He says, IP, be sure to get plenty sleep, brother. Your health is important. Plus, LeBron James and Michael Jordan are both beasts. They shine in different ways. I agree. Facts. You know, both legends. Thank you, Jay Takashi, for the kind words. I will get some sleep. Thank you, brother. All right, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. Look after yourself, brothers, and peace out, brothers.